Hello everyone and welcome to Retro Book Club, where we will break into your house. I don't know if I can legally say that on Twitch, but break into your house and leave you wonderful Christmas presents. Maybe like a set of 5 games under that lovely Christmas tree in the middle of June. I am your host, Hominid Games, and I am joined by 4 wonderful voices inside my head. I'm joined by Klades.
I have too many 7-zip windows open.
I am joined by Marcus O'High.
Hello, everybody. I'm Markiplier, and I'm fabulous, and this joke was funnier 10 minutes ago.
we made a bit of a joke about that while you were muted earlier. I am joined by Notolecta.
Yeah, hello, everyone. I have no good jokes lined up.
And I am joined by a newcomer to the show. Please welcome on in, Tommytamsworth.
Hey everyone, I saw this literally last week, thought it was neat.
And now you're
I
here.
Sign up for it and now I'm here, yeah.
You're now in the player's seat. We got the players, we got the games, all that's left is to take a look at the order. And we'll be starting tonight with my own game. Up second
Absolutely.
is going to be Notolecta. Third's going to be Klades. Fourth is going to be Marcus O'High. And we will be closing out tonight with Tommy's game. So, let's get started with the first game of the night. From me. So, bit of a history, I have a little bit of a history with this game. This was a game that I played on the 360 via Xbox Live Arcade. That was the version I was most familiar with, which I think is like the deluxe version or something like that. But I knew there were a few other ports of this game, namely in the like the PS2 original Xbox GameCube era, as well as on the GBA. So I decided to play this game because I got it for the GameCube later on. I brought it up as a thing to play with some local friends. And we got decently far into it. Problem is, the game's soft locked. I don't know if I gotta get my disc resurfaced or something, but I never went back for revenge for it, so that's why I decided to go with what we have here today. So please enjoy everybody's favorite Contra clone, Alien Hominid.
Oh boy.
They did put this on the GameCube.
Yeah.
That is a game that exists.
Yeah, this was the original release, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the boys over at Behemoth, better known for Castle Crashers and the
Battle
re-release of Castle Crashers.
I mean, also Battle Block Theater.
Oh yeah, that game also exists.
I like Battle Block
might be
Theater.
why
What's up?
there's something weirdly reminiscent about this box art, despite the fact that I've never heard of this game.
Yeah, they show up in Castle Crashers.
Yeah,
They're
I
an
think
unlockable character. They have a whole level.
Like
Yeah.
I said, I thought the alien was a pretty big cameo in Castle Crashers, so...
Yeah, there's like a whole section of a stage based around Alien Hominid.
Let's get Dolphin open. Here we are.
Yeah, I want to say we got like 3/4-ish of the way through the game, and then the game crashed. But I was in the mood to do this again. People left me an open GameCube slot, so I decided to take it.
I think they had like a remaster, like a few years ago on Steam that they put out. I don't remember it too well.
Yeah, I believe so. I played it
that's-
at PAX a few years ago. The HD version or what have you.
Yeah, that sounds right. I only see a blank screen from Marcus.
Oh, crap. Let me tab over to... Huh? It should be capturing Dolphin? I'm not really... Or RetroArch? I'm not really sure what's going on there, but...
Is it in your capturing in your OBS window?
I went live, went with the right profile.
You
There
were-
we go. Just had to give it a kick.
There you go. Yeah, now I see it.
That is a weird aspect ratio, but it still looks alright.
I can make it work on my side, don't worry.
Righto.
I need to also turn on my capture card because this is my fabled strategy of continuing to just play games on hardware because I own the game.
Of
So I'm-
course. Yeah, I was about to say, like, if
Yeah.
you, hopefully it's not the version that's soft locked, but
I mean,
Out of
it's...
curiosity,
What's up?
are you on a Wii or a GameCube?
GameCube.
Not that it makes a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a whole setup for this shit. There was a stream I did a while ago where I basically just put together a video switcher because I got the scalable video switcher if you had seen that around before. So I just did a little stream where I put one of those together and it works great. And it streamlines things a lot and it's wonderful. Ooh, that's loud. Hang on. Let me turn that down. I forgot I cranked Avermedia because the last game I played with the capture card was a very quiet game, so go from that to something pretty loud. Where's my GameCube controller?
oh boy, I love it when my character's finger completely covers the menu.
Alright, I'm ready to go when everybody else is.
I'm just about ready. I just gotta check one little thing.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yep, ready.
Oh, starting. What's up?
Just give me 1 sec. Let me just fix something with my button mapping, and then I'm good to go.
Sure.
All right, I'm good.
Alright, I see there's mini-games in here. Somebody decides they want to delve into that later. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alien Hominid. Alright, how far did I make it down here? I don't remember how many stages. Okay, so about a third-ish of the way through, it looks like. So I'll start from 2-1 in that case.
Oh,
Who
thank
needs
God
to
you
know
can use the
controls?
D-pad.
I'm skipping that. Add the story.
It's
I'm just gonna
a
see what
run
this
and gun,
game
so it
is.
shouldn't be too hard to figure out. I think you'll catch
I
on
would
to...
appreciate this clearly hand-drawn sprite work.
Yeah. Newground stuff is always such a specific aesthetic that I do kind of enjoy.
And this is very clearly Newgrounds, and
Yeah.
you could tell that they were still, like, kind of getting used to their art style, because, like, Castle Crashers and later games that they made look a lot cleaner than this, but...
I mean, what other Behemoth games existed at the time they made Alien Hominid?
I don't know. Nothing on a console like this, I think.
Yeah, like, I think this is their first foray into console stuff at the very least. So it makes sense that they just improve from there on. Like, first I had played of anything Behemoth was probably the first a lot of people played of something Behemoth, which was Castle Crashers. I got off a recommendation of friends way back when. I'm gonna turn down audio.
What's
Castle
this?
Crashers was a very, like, I don't know if it kickstarted, but it was a huge hit on XBLA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was one of the first games on the system, or games on Xbox Live Arcade.
See, one of the first games I remember getting was also a beat 'em up, but a very different beat 'em up, and then one that did not have especially good net play. Shoutouts to Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Oh my god, that game was so scuffed.
I
Yeah, I
love
remember-
Scott Pilgrim, but goddamn, that game is something.
I remember trying to netplay it on RPCS3 before it got the re-release, and I was like, wow, this is really laggy with the input lag. Is this a thing with the emulator? Is it parsec? No, it's just kind of like that.
No, that's just the old Ubisoft coding right there.
So, was this actually originally a console game, or was this originally Flash?
That I'm not certain of.
Because this feels like it could have. I mean, it could just be the new God's aesthetic doing it to me, but
It's got some extreme Flash game energy to it.
yeah. I mean, so did Castle Crashers, to be fair, because they were Flash game. Like, they originated from there, right? But.
Things I'm reminding myself of, your shoulder buttons are dodge rolls.
Are those worth anything? Because it hasn't felt like it.
I mean, they let me move forward
just
a bit
not against
faster.
the boss, I've noticed.
Out of here. I'm also just spam my grenades as much as possible because you get them back on death, so you might as well use them or lose them. And they're not especially... They're like that perfect amount of helpful. Like, helpful enough that you want to use them to do a little bit of extra damage, but not helpful enough that you would want to save them for a particular situation.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this particular run and gun inspiration, it's a little similar to something that may
Art Apartments Building A.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, even the GBA version, which I played before in like shuffler races, even that version's pretty alright. Like, it's a... Not that this is the most, like, intensive game on the GameCube or anything like that, but even the GBA version's pretty solid. God damn it. Oh, you can just set the ground on fire. Understood.
I assume everybody's on the flame troopers at this point. It certainly
Right.
seems that way.
I'm in a later stage because I loaded. So one thing that is important about the dodge roll, actually, that I just tested, it does give you iframes.
I don't believe you.
Well, I definitely just rolled through a shot to the face, so... I'm working based off that, Chief.
I mean, it's a dodge roll. I would hope the dodge roll dodges attacks.
Yeah.
You would be surprised.
Then it's not a dodge roll, it's just a roll.
But rolls are still
The dodge roll.
cool.
I was gonna say the dodge roll, I probably should have used it a lot on the first boss in the...
Yeah, I could not get it to work on the first boss. I just got hit anyway every time.
Well, I would have.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just kind of, like, brute forced it.
Yep, we'll just use a continue on this boss. That's fine. That might be the strategy going forward, actually.
There seem to be infinite continues, so I am not, like, super stressed about dying at all. I'm just having a good time.
Yeah. I think there are limited continues, but you do get plenty of additional continues, as I recall.
Oh. There's no sign of them being limited, but I would believe it.
I think the sign is just when you get a game over.
Yeah, there's like a little coin you see on game over.
Yeah.
I jumped and did that.
What am I even supposed to hit on this ball? Oh, the eye specifically?
Yes, the eye.
Just the eye.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Yeah. So one of the things that's been my biggest criticism of this game anytime I play it, bosses tend to be such damage sponges.
I've noticed that, yeah.
Like, maybe it's just more noticeable because bosses have health bars, so you see just how little damage you're doing per shot. But still.
Yeah, also, when he does the laser thing, it doesn't...
Oh
Does it
shit,
have a
this vehicle?
hitbox?
Hell yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
it
vehicle
does
I
not
can
have a
get into.
hitbox, I've noticed.
Oh, and cool, when he does the diving attack from the ground, it just hits everywhere, I guess? Oh, you have to jump. That sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's obvious, but I'm not enjoying this game.
And not every game is for every person, to be fair,
my
so...
That is definitely true. There was a game I thought about bringing on, and then I thought, you know what? I bet I would make everybody mad.
You'd make
So we're
yourself
probably
happy
not
and
going-
everyone else mad. Really, I would respect it more than anything else.
I mean, I accidentally did that with AVP. I did not expect people to hate that as much as they did.
Surprise! Go.
I get it.
I
I
am
get it.
surprised that connected.
It's a Jaguar
So as funny
game.
as it would be, we're probably not going to see me bring Carnage Heart on.
Oh, the ground
Unfortunate.
attack is a
Oh my god, I got that. Yes, weep your tears, delicious.
There we go. Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god, why is the area completed feeding this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's more style points than I think I deserve.
Same, yeah.
More
Which
style.
is to say 125. I think I should not get any style points. That was cool.
I failed on the first level.
Rip. Ow.
That boss was annoying to like hit its hitbox. And
Now we're just murdering random people on the highway? Alrighty.
Yeah. I mean, this
Just
seems
throw-
like normal
yeah, you're-
Newgrounds things, really, from what I know about Newgrounds.
Yeah.
There's definitely some unhinged things I have seen on that are Newgrounds adjacent.
I love highway carnage.
Great, ain't it?
Newgrounds is
Never saw it
nowadays
again.
simultaneously the home of flash conservation and large amounts of pornography.
Yeah.
I have
remember-
a Yeti, I think. I'm going with Yeti.
Yeah. I can't think of a better term for that thing.
At least I get to punch things. Oh, right, and I get to use a platform too. Nice, nice.
Oh, our character is either very dense or these car windows are extremely fragile.
I like to think it's a bit of both.
Suggestion.
I like to think it's more the former, because that's just funnier to me. I think I found the boss of this stage, alright. I wonder if half an hour is enough for people to get to the other gameplay style in this game.
I remember what it is. Oh boy.
Is it like a more traditional shoot 'em up?
In
We'll
a
see.
sense, I guess. I don't know. You be the judge if you get there.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't remember
I like how
far.
sometimes you can almost see the enemy's bullets on screen.
Almost.
Almost.
Enemy bullets are a suggestion. I do appreciate that. Oh, I got the chopper finally. I was going to say, I appreciate that cars are effectively like meat shields when you get down to it.
There is so much to unpack for this boss. Oh my god.
Oh hey, I found a clown.
I am fighting an asteroids boss. It feels like. Maybe not to the real extreme of asteroids, but still. Not the kind of thing I want to be doing in a game with Damage Sponge Central.
Oh my god, I found a boss, and what the hell? What is this kids next door thing? Why does the FBI have access to that technology?
That's what the FBI doesn't want you to know about.
Why is everybody in the FBI bald? What happened to their hair?
Isn't that? I feel like that's just an FBI stereotype. I love the air horn every time. I think the air horn's supposed to signify that I got like an extra continue or something.
Game over. Is it 30 minutes yet?
No. You wish. It's 12 and a half minutes in.
Does the over screen end? There we go.
I mean, you could swap for the next 15 minutes or 18
There's
minutes
so much going
to,
on right now.
You could also try the
The
mini
mini-games.
games if you wanted to.
I
yes,
just
the
get
high score of
bumped off
no.
the side. Neat.
Oh, hey, it's the clown.
Well,
Got him.
Neutron ball it is.
God damn it.
And now I caused the worst car pile up known to man. Good job, Mr. Alien. We're all very proud of you. Ah!
I see they did not bother to implement a single-player mode for this minigame.
Oops.
That's awesome. I'm glad for
Yeah,
them.
I think most of the mini games were more designed for party game things. I don't remember if there's any you could do single player.
They also just throw you into it and go, all right, player 2, whenever you're ready, press start. You can join.
Yeah,
I mean, the base game's like that too, but...
yeah. Base game makes more sense though. Mini games, I feel like they'd be better just defined from the get-go. Oh no, my platforms! Ow. Double ow.
Cool.
Okay, this is definitely a boss fight where the dodge roll would be helpful. Just having that extra movement speed, basically.
House of Nut.
I also agree with the House of Nut. Whoops. Okay.
Don't make things just appear. Why is this game like this?
Oh, there's a close range melee attack. I just realized that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Very
very, very similar to what Castle Crashers does.
Castle Crashers.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
pretty sure
thinking
it
of
has
another
close range
game.
melee, although granted, that whole game is melee, so maybe that's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of a
more of
moot
my
point.
point. I think Metal Slug has something similar, though.
Yeah, there's a lot
yeah,
of
I'm getting very
Metal
big.
Slug similarities
In larger
to this.
body parts? God, what is...
You decide the inspiration. Was it Contra or was it Metal Slug? Because immediately my
I'm getting
mind...
more Metal Slug off of this, although it's a little bit, like, scuffed compared to a regular Metal Slug.
Yeah. I
There's
think it's
no
more...
diagonal shot, so
Yeah, I think it's more comparable to Metal Slug for sure, especially because you do get some vehicles in certain parts of the game. You don't really get that as much in Contra.
the other
Oh, I
thing,
passed by
the
Little
grenades
Kid
are very
Storage.
similar to how bombs work in Metal Slug.
Horsey's Grillery? I didn't know they opened a restaurant.
I'll take a power-up. Heavy machine gun.
Meanwhile, I have Flame Shot, and I'm dead.
Okay, okay. Oh, God.
Please, are you playing a mini game that's on like a Game Boy knockoff?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the game over.
How am I supposed to dodge that?
And I tell you what, this sucks.
The little alien guy's sad, and oh, okay. I was like, did it crash? I'm like, no, hang on. Player what? You got a high score. Ah.
Still have no idea how to dodge that. Well, whatever, you're dead. Hey, this is just a game where you're intended to credit feed. You know, like a few other run and guns.
A few other games like Metal Slug in particular.
I gotta say, I played through Metal Slug 3 with a friend, I think on that same trip where we played Alien Hominid, and I don't remember how many credits we ended up using to get through the game, but it was a lot, especially in that last stage for Metal Slug 3.
Yep. If this is a port of a Flash game, I'm kind of not surprised because this has very much like Flash energy at times.
I mean, it's definitely made. Like, I know they started as like Flash game. Like the people from Behemoth started as Flash game devs, and I mean, this was Was this also published by Arma Games, which was a Flash game site?
I don't.
I know
remember.
Castle Crashers was.
I don't remember offhand.
I thought I saw an Arma Games logo in the background of one of the level.
Oh, so you know what I could do is hit this button. I see 03
Cool, I got this
Entertainment on the
stuff
box
screening
art.
Huh.
So I don't know. I don't look into this shit that far. I just play game.
I just was curious because I happened to notice that there was somewhere in it, Klades, did you just switch to Ribbit King?
I
Yeah, maybe.
It's a fair play. Ribbit King
It's
is...
you know, the hit game from Newgrounds, Frog Golf.
Honestly,
Yeah, Frolf.
even if it's not a Newgrounds game, Ribbit King is such fucking Newgrounds energy and concept.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck
Honestly-
thinks about a golf game where you catapult frogs around? Who the fuck comes up with this shit?
Look, if Flash,
Creative people.
And they made 2 of them at least.
Yeah!
if Flash was capable of Frolf, they would have made Frolf, or someone would have made Flash Frolf. But it's not. It's not capable of Frolf. So.
Wait a minute, I'm using the wrong version of it.
I think. Oh! I think I found a boss fight. Oh, it's a crane! Oh, that actually kind of sucks. You gotta be close enough. Well, I guess if you want to just shoot directly up. Otherwise, you could just chill back. That might be the better play. Oh, I'm gonna sink so many lives on this, aren't I? Might be able to at least get through this with credit feeding. I kind of see what they're going for, though. I just hate it. There. Oh, that's not the end of the stage. Okay, I thought it was gonna be. Why would it be?
This the same
Yeah,
fun.
why would it be? Some stages, you know, they just have one boss. Others have like 12.
Yeah.
You know, it's the only
True to
limit is
Contra.
your imagination on this front.
I was gonna say, true to Contra. There's definitely some stages I played in Contra games where it's like, oh yeah, you just got 20 bosses to fight in the stage. Especially when you get
Contra 3 endgame.
well, stage 3 of Contra 3 also does that.
True, yeah, it just goes on forever.
Yeah. Stage 4 to an extent, but stage 4 is at least interesting. We're being honest here. Ow. I think it's my last credit too, so Ripperooski.
I was gonna ask how your battle against communism is going, but something tells me if you're on your last continue, I know how that's going.
Not great. Oh, I have found the run and gun section again, I think. Oh no, it's still an auto-scroller. Okay, cool.
There are auto-scroller stages in here?
Yeah, I was in a Turbo Tunnel-esque stage for a bit.
Oh joy. That sounds riveting. I can't wait to get to that.
There's a boss fight you gotta do in the middle of it, too. It's great.
I shouldn't have jumped that.
But also, honestly,
Oh, no,
I've been taking...
not the hands.
I've been taking more hits than I should be. Just fucking up some of the simple stuff. Oh, one up. Keep me afloat for a little longer.
Oh, hang on. I think I got this boss downloaded.
Downloaded. I like that way of putting it.
Yeah, the eyeball guy, if you, like, pump fake him and, like, bait him into using his laser, you can get, like, free shots on him forever.
wish some of these shots did not blend in.
Oh no.
Yeah, some of the shots I'm taking just blend in, so it's hard to see where they're coming from, and therefore dodge effectively.
Oh, right, I forgot. When this guy does his seismic toss thing, you just have to wait it out.
Yeah.
The only complaint I really have with the base moveset, the charge shot, the fully charged one, takes a little too long to come out. And you need it for some things.
Oh yeah, I forgot that there's a charge shot. That would probably be helpful, huh?
Yeah. The tanks in stage 1-3 really want you to hit them with the charge shot. Because if you use anything else, you're going to sponge everything up. But like they die in 2 or 3 fully charged shots.
Yeah. Well, I think I found the boss. Hopefully it's the actual stage boss. Not that I think it's gonna matter, because I don't think I'm surviving this. Nope. I jumped directly into the crane. Oh well.
R.I.P.
For some reason, I kept thinking that the weapons you get, because you get like a little shield around you when you pick them up, they like tank a hit. They do not.
Yeah, those stages are open now, so I may have to 2-4. Maybe I'll go back and finish this off stream or something. I want to see something. Yeah, 1-5 is when you get to the other gameplay style. I don't know where everybody who still hasn't gotten a full game over is.
I've gotten.
I got
my
game
second
over on
game over
1-3.
now.
How much time do we have?
Yeah, I also did. I'm back at 1-2 and doing surprisingly okay.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes left. I dipped into 1-5 for a little bit just to show what this gameplay style is.
What are you doing?
It's something intriguing.
Sure seems that way. Okay, I had to use a continue finally.
Oh, what hit me? I got sniped.
Question sometimes in this game.
Yeah. I was just complaining about getting sniped by things I couldn't see after all.
Have any of you played the newest version of Isaac, The Binding of Isaac?
Maybe a little bit, but not enough to really get into the new content. I used to play more Isaac, but kind of fell out of it.
I think when Repentance came out, one of the best things they edited, there was a setting to turn like hyper visible bullets on to make every like enemy shot look very, very visible. It's so nice. I cannot play Isaac without that anymore.
Nice.
It makes all the enemy shots red, and they like flash something specific, so you can't confuse it with any of your own shots. Because Isaac's a game that could get very screen cluttered.
Wow, this minigame does suck.
I like how that's at the very least a very constant opinion here. The minigames suck. Well, I think we have gotten our mileage out, so unless Tommy or Marcus want to keep going, I think I'm good with moving on.
Yeah, we can move on.
Also pretty good.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and stop the timer here. I was hoping somebody else would get to the stage, but with how long some of the stages are, I guess it was kind of a long shot.
1-2 was like super long.
Yeah.
1-2 was actually like, there was only one boss, but yeah, it did feel kind of long-ish.
I think because there were a bunch of like
check
enemies you
something.
had to kill that were super big damage spuns. There's like the helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boss I affectionately refer to as the Kids Next Door boss. I'm gonna check something with Behemoth real quick.
Alright, well, while you do that, we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we'll be playing Notolecta's game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Yep, turns out this was the very first game they ever made, and like Polkey put, it was a Newgrounds port, so
Yeah,
there you go.
it was mentioned in the Discord as well, because I have the Discord chat pulled up.
I do not, so Ben, I see you, and I apologize.
It's cool that they got to make like a full-fledged release of this for GameCube. I don't know who else got to do something like that with a Flash game. So good on them.
There's a few of them here and there, but it's like it's almost like a first step for indie games before indie games became more like widely known with stuff like Cave Story and Super Meat Boy and the like.
It was a rare path. I mean, Super Meat Boy was Flash first.
Yeah, there was a Meat Boy Flash game. I remember that.
Yeah, I believe that got preserved in Ed McMillan's Basement Collection, I believe he calls it.
Yeah.
Which is all of like his earlier stuff just packaged in this tiny bundle.
Yeah, and a lot of the newer, or like, a lot of the games I can think of where they're like originally a Flash game and got ported to an actual console. Alien Hominid was probably one of the better ones of the lot. I mean, unless you're really into something like Elf Bowling.
Oh, that was a Flash game. That makes so much
That
more
wasn't.
sense now.
That was on the GBA, and I think it was on the
game.
DS as well.
That was it got passed around the office on like a bootleg floppy disk type game. That's what Elf Bowl
That's
was.
really what it feels like. Anyway, we are back for our second game for tonight. From Notolecta.
Yes, so, obviously, I must have been the one that brought the MSX game since it wasn't Okami, but actually I wasn't.
No. I think you're actually the one who brought the most normal game, most normal console anyway, of the lot that we've got for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, GameCube's a pretty normal console, GBA isn't, but I brought the traditional console of, I brought a Genesis game, I brought Road Rash.
Oh my god.
boy.
Road Rash.
I love this game.
We are going to beat up some cops.
Yeah.
Ultra violence.
The only time I played anything Road Rash was the previous time we had a Road Rash game in RBC, and that's when we had Road Rash 2.
Yes, so it was the sequel, which is not, this is the only one I ever played. I think 2 is viewed generally as being an improvement, and then there's 3, which is awful, from what I understand. Or at least it looks awful.
I don't know if it's a me thing, but sometimes I get the Road Rash series mixed up with the Lotus series. I think that's more of a me thing than anything else, though.
I would say so. I've actually never heard of that series. Although if you showed me a couple screenshots, I would probably get it.
It's another racing game, but you've got more of like a traditional car. Lotus is also very fun from the little bit I played of Lotus 3.
Yeah. What I know about this is Road Redemption, I believe it's called, which is the indie spiritual successor of sorts. That got a lot of traction just because it looked awful, but then you played it and it was amazing.
I think Road Rash was also, some of the entries were on the 3DO, I want to say.
Possibly?
This looks like it could be a 3DO game. I booted it up. I'm just waiting to go.
I know that there was a PC Road Rash, which is a completely different... I mean, it's the same type of game, but it's not like a port of the Genesis Road Rashes. It actually plays very different from what I've seen.
Yeah, I'm pulling.
Okay, I played a 3DO game recently, and I want to say that saying something looks like it could be a 3DO game is incredibly insulting.
I did not mean that as an insult.
I did.
Oh, well, shit.
I see a blank screen on Notolecta's screen, by the way.
Why are you seeing a blank screen on my screen?
Well, let me see if I gotta just refresh it on my side.
No, it's blank, and I'm not sure why. Okay, I hid and re-showed BizHawk, and now it's working.
I love technology.
Technology!
About to go crazy.
Alright, now
Yeah,
no.
I was excited to bring this on. I haven't played this in like probably close to 2 decades.
I love how they... Oh, that's this Hell Dog. I thought it said Hedgehog. I'm like, you really had to show that it's on the Genesis, didn't you? I was looking at the high score tables.
Hell Dog Lobster.
Yeah. I do like Rude Boy.
Oh, I don't have a Rude Boy on my screen
Not-
at the moment,
not
but I
in
did
the-
have a Lobster.
I guess like Rude Boy's not on the high scoreboard, but when you're watching the
Oh,
the
yeah,
chat
there he
screen,
is.
Rude Boy.
Yeah.
Well, I am ready to go, and everybody else is.
Yep, I'm ready.
I'm set.
Starting it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Road Rash. Press start to race. Oh, that's a good
You can press
face.
B to turn off the music if you want.
Mile races. All races only about 5 miles.
Oh man, it's Clayface. What's he doing here?
That's
I got a
Slater.
screenshot.
Show some respect for him.
All right.
Oh god, how do I bike?
B button accelerates, C button punches. I'm gonna
I
guess the A
see.
button is the brake button.
I do not have,
Get out of here, rude boy.
my mappings are not real great for this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know
brake
how-
is gonna be a suggestion for me. I'm on a PlayStation controller, so
Yeah, C seems, or the A button seems to be slowing me down, so I don't want to hold that button down. But yeah, this is
Okay,
What's up?
that car just jump scared me. That's awesome.
Did it
yeah, I also got jump scared by that taxi.
did it get nailed? Did you get nailed by it?
No, I managed to avoid it, but if it happens again, I'm probably getting hit.
Probably gonna be a good rule of thumb to, when possible, stay in the right lane then.
Oh my god!
Where did my
Alright, come on,
bike
get back up.
I got hit by a car and I don't know where my bike is now.
Uh-oh.
This is the road rash
Oh yeah,
experience
because
I
when you get
remember.
knocked off, you gotta get on a bike again, right?
Yeah, you gotta find it. It can go flying away from you.
I got a nightstick. There we go.
You
I got
do
jump
not
scared by a
necessarily go in the
taxi.
same direction.
Can I just get the... Can I steal a cop's bike? Ah, I was hoping I could steal a cop's bike.
You can steal their baton.
Okay.
Yeah, I stole one of their batons. I don't know how I managed that, but
Oh,
I was
should
also gonna say
I think
we
I selected
started,
two-player mode by accident, so let me reset. What's up?
The only like bike game I played on the Genesis. Oh, I also have a baton now somehow. But anyway, the only bike game I played on the Genesis was Super Hang On, which
Super
is pretty
Hang-On's
good. I wonder
yeah.
I wonder if this
Yeah,
has
that
any
was good.
relation to that because it just the parallax or whatever the road is
May-
is reminding me of Hang On.
Yeah, this might have been
I mean-
inspired by Super Hang-On.
I also don't think that, like, this, like, I feel like there was several things precursor to this that kind of had similar formula, right? Of, like, just a parallax, like, driving games like this.
oh my god, I got jump scared by the taxi again.
Pretty sure. Is that the case for Outrun now that I think about it?
Outrun looked a little bit different from this, but
Yeah.
I mean, you could get jump scared by a lot of things in that game.
I mean,
I will say, this does bring one revolutionary thing that none of these games you're mentioning, I've assumed none of them have, which is you can punch the cops.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, that's
very true.
like I said, I don't know when I punched one, but I got a nightstick and I'm just driving.
Honestly based.
Just like, how did I do that?
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
On a technical level, this seems like pretty good, but also this is not something that the system wants to be running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm hitting these corners. I'm hitting these corners at like 100 miles an hour in 3 frames a second.
Yeah.
Let's get back on the
Admittedly,
bike.
the 3 frames a second is helping quite a bit.
Maybe I need to get to the right stage, but this at least seems to be running better than like other attempts at something like this on the Genesis. It could be worse.
Yeah,
could do
true.
worse.
I played
Yeah,
I played Hard Driving on the Genesis. That game is gnarly.
There's a game on the Sega CD that I'm not going to name because someday it's going to be on Kusa Grande.
Fair.
It runs a lot worse than this. It's also a 3D race. It's also a racing game with like this kind of perspective, but it runs a lot worse than this.
Great.
Officer O'Leary, the future head of the future chief of police, right there.
Yeah. What place
So the
is
fact
that
that this
one?
is running as well as it does is really remarkable, but it's still like, ooh, this could definitely make somebody sick.
Yeah.
Hey, he won't be able to become chief of police once you knock him off his motorcycle going hundreds of miles an hour.
Yeah, the shame alone will keep him out of the position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more thinking the impact from getting knocked off a bike going 120 miles.
Nah, fuck that. It's all about the shame.
Let me punch you. Come on.
Alright, well, I'm in first, so I just gotta retain first.
Yeah, the music in this is real funky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
real
definitely very
monkey.
Genesis-ass soundtrack.
Yeah. It's
It
very
just introduced an instrument I'm not sure I've ever heard on the Genesis before.
I think it's good, but it's also still Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a good soundtrack for what the Genesis is capable of. For all
Yeah, it sounds like... Oh god, the taxi got me.
I mean, the sound chip in the Genesis is capable of very remarkable things if the person knows what they're doing.
Yeah, as one of my friends says,
I don't really think this is even in the upper echelons, but it's also not like in the bottom either.
it's not in like
Oh,
the...
it's nowhere near the bottom.
This is on par for like good Genesis music.
Yeah.
I do think this is a relatively early Genesis game, though, because there were the two other ones.
Yeah, that'd be
also on
blue.
Genesis.
I don't remember when EA started doing EA shit on the Genesis. If anyone remembers, like the whole thing about EA molding their own carts.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
yellow
I
tab
remember seeing
cartridges.
it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That doesn't. I wouldn't put that past EA, honestly.
yeah, because like if you look at a cartridge for pretty much any EA game on the Genesis, it looks distinctly different than what you think of a Genesis cart to look like.
I'm not... It's either this or the sequel that was one of those cards, I swear.
Remember this game I was on when this was brought on? When you were on beat, it was Road Rash 2 that we had. This is the first one. So, technically a different game. But I guess they can be somewhat interchangeable.
Yeah, they do look very similar. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
You don't have to worry about Biff fighting dirty. He's a sportsman.
yeah, I know that because
I
I know that because I knew a Road Rash game had been on, so I had to make sure it passed the 1-year clause before I accepted it. And I was pretty sure it did. And well, I mean, this one technically just hasn't been on, period. So
Yeah,
there you
this
go.
one has not been on. I checked that it hadn't been on. I was tempted not to bring it because a different one had been on, but
Yeah.
I decided that's a different one.
I mean,
That's
to
not
be-
this one.
To be fair, we do have our fair share of classics. Sometimes you just can't beat the classics.
Run that again.
Sometimes you literally can't beat the classics because they're bugged.
True.
Yeah.
Me getting ready to bring
Gotcha.
Battletoads for Game Boy Advance again.
Oh no. Even the
Game Boy
threat of that
Advance
is just.
specifically.
It was
Yeah.
it was a unreleased game that glitched out in like 2 minutes. So we're like,
Oh,
okay,
nice.
cool, we're moving
Unreleased
on.
games are unreleased for a reason.
Yeah.
See,
Look,
now, it's...
If only more of the Battletoads games had been unreleased.
yeah.
Now it's
I mean, one of the best
to-
ones was released, but it was unfinished. So maybe the series is just cursed like that.
Yeah.
That's just the mark of Battletoads at that point.
So
Oh, I
will
stole
say,
somebody's stick.
It's easy to mix this one and the second one up, but if I had been evil and brought the third one on,
It would have been distinct enough in the wrong ways.
it looks
one up.
It's got
It's
even
crazy.
worse frame rate because they tried to make it like somewhat 3D-ish.
Oh
like,
no.
Not 3D. 3D isn't the right term, but they. It has a certain visual style to it. I don't know how to explain it. 3D is not the right word, but they tried to make it more advanced looking. I don't.
There are definitely
went-
some technical marvels on the Genesis. They probably just should have thought about making a good game while trying to make that technical marvel.
Yeah.
My go-to answer for something like that is Red Zone on the Sega Genesis. Because
That's a good one, yeah.
how often do you get a game where you have an FMV cutscene in the game without additional hardware? Like, that's cool as shit.
Yeah, that's really hard to do, but also, is there
Why would
risk
you
of it
do
being
that
good?
on a cartridge?
Genesis developers were weird. Like, they
We
just,
have
a
5
lot of them-
bytes left for the rest of the game.
Oh
Hey, get out of
no.
here, Rex.
Like, if they could somehow manage to encode the game into the FMV file, that would be impressive. Also, I would like to take back the thing I said about the music not being bad, because that third level was kind of farty and poopy.
I need
Yeah,
to
the
hear,
Genesis
there's
sound driver
Genesis
is,
farts. I need to hear the
jamming.
Genesis farts.
Stay on the road, the sand is slippery, and you may lose control.
Maybe. Oh
Yeah,
god.
say.
Well, the good news is when I got knocked off my bike, I landed right next to it, so I didn't have to run too far to get back on it.
It's really rude that they steal your stick in between races.
Yeah.
I want
You
that
want
stick
another
back.
stick? You gotta go find another stick. It's just how it goes.
I haven't seen a single cop to beat up.
Yeah, because you killed them all.
I didn't even get the stick from a cop. Just one of the racers had one. Maybe he
Yeah,
got it from a
same.
cop.
Probably. I do think they always originate from a cop, I thought, but maybe racers.
Well, one of the in between screens said Viper has a stick that you can steal.
Now, I don't know
That
if
is
anyone-
probably
Now
who I
figure
think
out
to
which
get
one of the blue bikers that isn't you is Viper.
Yeah.
It shows the name of the next guy you're coming up on.
So one
Oh,
thing
it
people
does.
might not have noticed is, and I forgot to do it, you can buy new bikes.
Oh no.
when you get
what
the
is
money,
this?
which I haven't gotten enough yet.
Yeah, we got...
What
You
is
have
this?
to do it when you're on like the the end screen, like the reward screen. I had enough
Yeah,
money, but I forgot to do it.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
assume
forgot
they've
to
got...
check on the third race, but the first two
Oh, shit,
races
a
I
cop.
didn't have enough money afterwards.
Yeah, even if you win the first 2 races, you will not have enough money.
Yeah, that's a choice.
It's
Doesn't
a
matter
bit mean.
what place you end up in on the races, because I ended up in 5th place on one and it still said like quit the race.
It controls how much money you get.
I see.
God, I looked
there's
at
a
some
stick.
gameplay of Road Rash 3. Why did they do that? That looks
Yeah,
like
it's bad. It looks awful.
That looks like the Days of Thunder movie tie-in game, and that is not a comparison I like making.
Oh
So-
no, I'll have to look at that later.
Something we haven't
It's-
really acknowledged about this game, which I do think is kind of cool now I've noticed it. The mirrors in the bottom left and the bottom right of the screen do actually show what's behind you.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I have not
Yep.
had enough attention to spare for that.
Me neither, but
Yeah,
I did.
if
Like, it's
you-
not as
if you-
important as it would be in like a kart racer where you could be getting hit by items and shit from behind, but it's still something neat to note.
Honestly, it is kind of funny to just see the bike of someone you beat up and knocked over just back there.
Yeah.
It is slightly weird though that you still get that rear view mirror even when you get knocked off your bike though.
Those are built into the
Right,
helmet, obviously.
Redwood
Oh,
Forest.
hey, a cop to beat up. No, cop, don't fall back. I want to beat you up.
I also
Coward!
can't pay enough attention to it because the important stuff is on the top of the screen.
I
But it's
got a
kind of hard to
purple
tell
now.
how far away the other bikers are from you in those rear view mirrors. Oh god, they hit the cart.
Yeah, I wonder if they had to sacrifice any performance to get those rear view mirrors working, in which case they really should not have done that.
Yeah, this isn't
They're
really
like
the kind of game.
marginally helpful. Oh my god, this thing does not want to handle right.
They're slightly helpful, but not helpful enough that I think it is worth the dip in quality. Oh god, I got knocked on my bike and then I got run over by a car. My guy's just having a bad day today.
It'd be funny if you did that and the game just immediately started rolling credits. It's like, well, your guy's dead. Have a nice day.
I was taught, I saw somebody mentioning about
Well, I'm jumping.
asking about if anybody's done speedruns of the masterpiece mode in Smash Bros. Brawl and just like try to get to the end of the game in some of them. So I had to go find them a video of somebody beating Ocarina of Time in masterpiece mode by wrong warping to the credits.
Yep, that is
Yes.
pretty... I've seen that video before, I think. It is one of the more funny tricks. I bounced off the car and there goes my bike.
Yeah, it's a very silly thing for sure. Because, like, the idea of the masterpieces was to, like, give people a sample of some of the other, like, Nintendo classics. So it's just very funny instead to see people who know them very well just finish the game in the time allotted.
And we never got that feature again in any Smash game. I wonder why!
I thought it was in
Bounce
4
off
for
the
some
hoods of
reason.
so many cars.
Yeah, it wasn't 4. It was on
wasn't
Wii U
4. Okay.
only.
Oh, that explains why. Oh, hey, I got a nightstick. Cool.
Well, like, I guess there wouldn't be too much point to it for Ultimate, because if you're getting Ultimate, non-zero chance you probably have NSO so you can play it online, and when you have that, you can just go through, like, at the very least, the NES and the SNES libraries, and the Game Boy ones, I believe, as well.
Yeah, the Game Boy Color is part of NSO. You don't need the expansion pass for those.
Yeah.
Ah, I murdered Viper. This game is so much fun.
Yeah. Game good.
Also, this Redwood Forest track, you're right, it is so fucking farty. Like, it's just... the whole thing is just... There's so much of that.
Maximal Genesis farts.
You know,
So
at first
much.
I was gonna say they understood that they used the Gems sound driver because they know a lot of people struggle with that on the Genesis, but they figured out how to make one song on the Gems sound driver, and that's just kind of the soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's surprisingly pretty good, but, like, man, it is... This is certainly music that is on the Genesis.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I still wish I had enough to get a better bike, but oh well. Who needs better
I
bikes?
did. I did get a better bike after a couple races.
Yeah, I had to do 3 before I could get the purple one. And the purple one is... It's faster, I think, but it's harder to control. And I think they even hinted that in the
It's a bit of a
description.
drawback. Yeah, I won the first race. I think I got third in the second one. And I did shit in the third one. So
I won the first 2, got 4th in the 3rd, and then first on the 4th. And now I'm in the 5th.
yeah.
And I'm doing horribly, partially because I bought the new bike and it does control not well.
Oh
I
my
think
god, why is all this blind?
I think the purple bike expects you to break some around per turns, and
Yeah,
I'm just not really
There is no way. I got hit by a car right by the finish line again, and it dropped me like 3 or 4 places.
Yeah, I wonder.
Like Mario Karted.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what the rubber banding is on this game because
I've been ahead of all the other guys for a while, and I have nobody in my rear view, so I didn't crash, so we won't know.
I think you won. Congratulations.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. This is worse than actually driving in California, goodness. The amount of, like, blind uphill stuff.
oh yeah, I've had to deal with that a little bit Seattle driving, and it's even worse when it's dark and raining.
Oh, believe me, I know. Around here, in the wintertime, the sun just gives up after 4 o'clock.
Remember, watch for intersection signs.
Yeah. I'm aware.
Yeah, there are unfortunately I think only 5 tracks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that it?
But there are more bikes you can try to unlock. There's
Whoop.
Do they
I
just
don't
like
remember
lose?
There's only
There's
5
something-
tracks. I might as well try for. Ow!
Oh, I slid
God.
so far away from my bike. Oh no.
I don't remember if there's something for getting first on all the tracks. There
I think
might
I might have gotten Mario Karted a little bit because I don't know how much is left on the track.
I'm sure that's something you could figure out through a long play, figuring out if you get something for getting first in all 5 races.
I mean, I'm on track, so.
Oh, no. So after
and I just
beat-
jinxed myself probably.
After
but...
I completed all the tracks, I got to level 2. So
Oh,
it was
okay.
up in difficulty.
Yeah, that's what my other question is going to be. Do you basically just loop the tracks again on a harder difficulty after
Yeah.
that? And it looks to be the case.
You might have to do at least so well, like across all of them.
Possibly.
Because I did
Oh, I
get,
think
like,
there's like a little counter on the bottom of the screen that goes down to 0, and I think once you hit like 1, you. Or is that your positioning? I can't tell.
That's your position.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
The number is your positioning. Then you also have your time for how long you've been in the race for.
I think that's more mileage. I could be wrong.
It might be. It looked
You
more like
need
time
more
to
credit
time.
to buy a Bonsai
It's time.
750.
It's tough.
Your mileage, I think, is over on the speedometer.
Probably, yeah. Alright, time
there
for
is
Grass
one over
Valley.
there.
You better not be one of those wild biker types. I'm out to get me a Rash.
Fuck yeah, I just punched a rude boy.
You can always punch Rude Boy right at the start of every race. It's good for morale purposes.
This is the kind of game where if you found it cheap, I would definitely recommend this game to someone, but I wouldn't recommend it for more than like $10.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, this feels like a game that belongs in a good Genesis collection, but is by no means like a crown jewel.
A crown jewel or a must-have or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I would probably still rather play Outrun, but I'm also a big fan of Outrun, so that's part of the reason why for that.
Oh no, yeah.
I think
Outrun's
this-
just flat out better, I agree.
I think the second one is a little bit more beloved, like even among fans of the game. Because the second one I feel like did improve a couple things and like this one is a bit samey because once you've done all the maps, you're just now doing them all harder again. I forget if the second one has more or not. I haven't actually played the second one, but I've heard about it, and I've heard that people prefer, or the people who've played both tend to prefer the second one, but
Yeah, I remember it being
I
fun when
have
I played it.
nostalgia for this one.
This music has me picturing Chacon the Forever Man on a bike.
Oh
That's-
god, I took a lot.
That's some funny imagery there. So welcome into the Burrows.
Whoa! I think I missed the policeman when I passed by him,
Good.
regrettably. I wouldn't say that was good. I tried to
I
attack
mean,
him and I
it
missed.
depends on your definition. You don't have to deal with cops, it's a good thing, right?
I'd rather not do that in real life, obviously, but still.
Yeah. Again, happy Pride, everyone.
Yep. For a second, I actually thought Natasha had, like, well, all the characters' fights are the same, so I'm like, oh, the first place is Natasha. I'm proud of her.
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed they can infight. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I haven't seen that, but I can imagine that being the case.
That's just honestly very funny to me, is the fact that they can infight. Alright, I got second, so that's a bit of an improvement.
Biff would spend everything he has on a new bike at the first opportunity.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
feel like
actually a
that's not good
mistake.
life advice.
And then we all went swimming in the river. It was awesome. So can I afford the fun bike or no?
Alright, well, I didn't move on to the next level, so I'm guessing I have to place high enough in some of the other races before I get to advance to
Maybe.
the next level, so...
I did not have first in all of them. I don't know what the requirement is.
It might be you have to be over a certain placement, like you gotta be I don't know, third or higher or something like that.
I had 2 fourths and 3 firsts.
Okay, it does loop. I got first on every single race, then it just puts you on level 2.
Yeah.
Is that a game?
I got
clear?
arrested.
I don't know. Let me check.
Yeah, are there credits for this game? That's what I need to know.
I mean, I presume it's
unfortunately got
not,
arrested.
because otherwise...
Because getting arrested is a thing that can happen in this game if you get...
Oh, yeah, no, the long play is 2 hours. This is not a game clear.
No.
No.
Does the long play actually get credits, or just play long? Because some long plays just loop the game enough and then move on from there. And
I think there is eventually an ending. I could be wrong. I don't actually know. I don't think I ever got that high of a level as a kid playing this, like, on the rare occasions I played this.
Seth Highland, welcome into and thanks for the raid. We're doing Retro Book Club. Let me get you a shout out.
This is definitely not Vocaloid.
I'm gonna put in a password to get to level 2 because I want to see if it changes at all.
Yeah, I will...
Oh no, that was a bad time to pause.
I can tell you right now.
Oh dear.
Well, they're all green now.
I have
so
decided
that's
that
good.
bikes are for cowards.
Brew the hell go.
I agree with just make it into a surprise marathon rather
I wonder,
than.
I wonder if it lets you finish the race. I wonder if a cop just ran into me. Oh, I got busted. Traveling at unsafe speeds is wrong. My dude, I was on foot.
It's so
He was just looking out
unsafe.
for you, you know?
Look at his face.
Highway, that's-
Look at his stupid face.
I love the faces in this game.
They're really good.
Who mentioned Clayface? That's really accurate.
Yeah.
But yeah, for anybody coming in for the raid who doesn't know what this is, each of us here have picked out a game for the group to play for half an hour. This is our
I've been
second
horrible
game for the
running.
night. This is courtesy of Notolecta. We also had my own game, which was Alien Hominid for GameCube, and we still got 3 more games after this in the tank.
Get it? We're on bikes. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's,
yeah. I think that's usually how I phrase it, but yeah, insert your own bike puns
What
here.
was happening there? We both got hit! Oh my god. This game is so rude at times.
Truly, oh god, okay.
It's a rude boy. Haha.
I understand
I
that
didn't even
reference
see
to
Rude
this
Boy on
game.
here. Jesus, the cops!
You know, can I give you a ride back? No. Just trying to use that excuse when you get arrested by a cop. Like, your excuse, can you give me a ride back? Can you order me pizza while you're at it? I do wish this game had a better measure for how close you are to the end of the race.
You do
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
an
'cause it's
odometer,
over.
and it does tell you how long the track is.
Ah.
Yeah, it's...
So it's one of those, hey, if you're paying attention, you could probably work it out, I guess.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, yeah, it's actually kind of easy to figure it out.
Yeah, but who's doing that?
Who's paying
There's just like a lot of
Fair.
you want your eyes are at the top of the screen mostly.
Well, I mostly thought of it because whenever I crossed the finish, I'm like, oh, I crossed the finish line? I didn't see a finish line.
The track
Yeah, the finish line
straightens
also
out.
does not make
Yeah,
it clear that
that's
it's the finish
kinda how I
line.
knew.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that there's a bunch of people around it.
Ow.
Well, my bike looks like it's about to explode, so I'll see what happens if that happens.
Maybe with you on it.
Oh, what
I
the
don't
fuck?
recall that
Okay,
being a
apparently this
mechanic
game
in
goes
the
up to
game.
level 5. That's interesting.
That's too many.
yeah.
That's like doing the same stages 5 times each.
Not the
I'm
most
kind of
exciting
down
thing.
for it, but at the same time, like, the scaling in this game might be incredibly rude. It already kind of is in level 2.
It's not the
Yeah,
most
it
exciting
gets
thing,
hard
but
fast.
not the most exciting thing, but it's also the kind of thing where like most people who are playing this game probably aren't playing it to see crest. They just like do a race or two and then they got their fill.
Generally,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those, oh, it's, you know, I feel like playing something. What do I got? Oh, yeah, I'll play some of that kind of game.
Yeah, I'll boot up Road Rash for half an hour. That sounds fun.
There are so...
Coincidentally, that's how long we're playing it.
I will also say, like,
Yeah?
as a kid, the main way I played it. So, I did not own a Genesis. My aunt owned a Genesis and had it at her condo that we would vacation at. So once a year we would go on vacation to her condo, and we would sit around in the evenings, unless we went out somewhere, and play Genesis games. And so my main experience playing this was like passing the controller around between me and my siblings and my aunt, and like maybe one or two other people if they were like friends, or like my aunt had like a significant other at the time that came with us. I'm liking it. I'm gonna win this. I feel like that's the ideal way to play this game, is like around, like sitting on a couch with a bunch of other people, just passing the controller around.
For sure. Alright, well, we have hit time, though.
Oh my goodness.
I did manage to technically finish a race off the bike, but it was by running into some people in the crowd and rolling across the finish line.
This was... I could see this, Seth mentions that they rented this game. I could see this game being like a fantastic rental.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a solid rental.
Alright, we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we'll be playing Klades' game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Exciting times. Hey, I brought a good game.
Yeah.
I will not hear any complaint.
Yeah, what
I didn't bring Crimson Heart or Carnage Heart,
Oh,
so I don't. I almost did. I thought about it.
Yeah. What I was gonna go into earlier for a little bit was, there's definitely some games, and I guess it's kind of in like the ballpark of what makes a good rental game, where it's like, playing them for a little bit is great. Playing them to finish the game sucks ass. My immediate answer for that is Cobra Triangle.
For me, it's like almost any 16-bit racing or earlier falls under that category.
Most early racing games weren't really designed with an end anyway. They would just pick a track.
It was like, here, race a bit, have some fun. Okay, bye.
Yeah,
They're not games I'd want to play for more than like 30 minutes at a time.
James Pond is another one that's kind of like that for me, but specifically the third one, where it's like, okay, it's just a simple like platformer for a few stages. This is neat. The long play is like 4 or 5 hours long, and you have to get a good ending too. There's a good ending and a bad ending. That sucks. All right, well, we are back for our third game for tonight from Klades.
So we just had a racing game that had music. How would you like another racing game, except this time it has chiefly UK electronic? We got Wipeout XL.
Wipeout XL.
Oh.
I love this game.
And this is a zip file, because this is the PS1 game,
Yeah.
so give me a sec.
Yeah, you'll have to unzip it, because I can't have it unzipped and still mask what the game is for you people.
Yeah, I learned that last time I was on.
Yeah. Maybe if we get to like a decent enough size where I want to have players a bit better prepared, we'll shift over to that. Because like we did that for when we played, when we did Retro Book Club for Front Page on Twitch. But because it was a front page stream, all the players in all the groups already knew what was coming up.
Yeah. I'm still mad you played like Bazzer and so much good shit on those,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, we were like, people have to come out swinging for this. Because, like, it's a show for Front Page. We have, like, I think that was my biggest audience ever for doing one of these shows. So we wanted people to bring in some really good stuff. And Ninja Clowns. Ninja Clowns was funny.
Also,
that might have been the weird one.
wasn't what's it called? Monster Rancher Hop Bell? What's it called? The Hop.
Monster Rancher Hop About, yeah.
That was one of the games on the front page, wasn't it?
Yes. That was, oh god, I think that was Author Blues, I want to say, who brought that one in.
Author Blues would bring that on.
It's
oh my
very
God.
Author Blues coded.
Yeah, I'm gonna be forced to play that game at some point. I'm not looking forward to it. That that other PS1 game that got mentioned.
I like Hop About. It is janky, but the first few stages are pretty enjoyable. It's when you get to a certain point. Also, don't play Golem unless you want to be sad.
Yeah, Golem's pretty bad. I remember that.
I think
I was gonna play the eyeball guy.
I think Hop About is another thing, like we were talking about between, like, kind of off stream a second ago, which is it's fun to play for a little while. If you're trying to like beat it,
No.
it's probably not going to be fun after a point.
Yeah. Like, I think the way Oth put it was Hop About is like one of the perfect games for Retro Book Club because that game gets stupid right around the point we call time, but everything before that is pretty manageable. So, like, we end just before you get to the bad shit.
You're like, why is this game so derided? Oh no.
Yeah, I think we've had a Wipeout game on here before, but it was many years ago, because Wipeout's just not a series that I particularly got into.
Yeah, I did check when I was picking the game, and the first game was on quite a while back. This is the second.
Yeah. But you'd think it's just an expanded version of the first game, just based on the name.
You would, but the name in its home region is Wipeout 2097.
Yeah.
So then you would think, oh man, there's been 2,000 of these? That's a lot.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
forgot this had so much Red Bull in it.
Alright, I'm ready to go when everybody else is.
Yep, same here.
Alright, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wipeout XL. Retire from 2097 because America's asked, where's the rest of it? I mean, those kinds of jokes were pretty prominent on the N64, let's be fair here.
Yep.
Yeah. If this is Star Fox 64, then the other 63 must be good.
Yeah.
Improve reaction time with Red Bull.
It would have been very funny to just see, like, have a game on the N64 what was actually the 64th entry, but, like, I don't think there was really any series at the time that had 64 entries, so...
And if
Oh, I
there
see.
was, it was
We got-
probably like a microcomputer game.
Yeah.
We got product placement.
Yeah, you got your Red Bull ad.
Sponsored by Red Bull.
It's actually funny because I was having a conversation in a stream chat earlier about product placement in old games and like how there's so many people that these like now like complain about, oh, games are just becoming giant ads where they're just putting the products all over the place and making everything an ad, and it's like, nah, they've been doing that like the whole time.
Yeah, that's been a thing for a good while. It's more prominent in some genres compared to others. Like, you'll see it as like a common thing in, say, like some of the like bigger sports games, for example. Whereas that product placement, if there's one game that I wish had product placement, it's Wayne's World, just because of the jokes involved with product placement in Wayne's World. I don't know if there's anybody here who hasn't seen that bit in the movie.
Well, yeah, no, the whole point of Wayne's World is they sell out, and that's the joke. But
Yeah.
So, honestly, around this time, especially on like the N64, I feel like there was a lot of product placement in like as like collectibles in games, because like one of the Turok games had Doritos you picked up. I think they were Doritos.
Down.
And then
Retired.
There was Rush 2 Extreme Racing, which had Mountain Dew cans. as collectibles that unlocked a special car if you collected all of them.
My favorite product tie-in was the Halo 4 one, where you would get double XP if you bought Mountain Dew cans that had Master Chief on them. You know, for reasons.
Yeah, that's another common one that I've seen for like some live service games where you buy a product and you get a code for like some sort of boost in the game, like double XP, for example, like you mentioned. I do remember seeing some of the commercials for that double XP boost.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's give this another go.
Although I do feel like this era was really the era where like product placements in games started to pick up, because I feel like at this point companies were starting to realize that ad for games, like full on just like making a game around their product, was not working out as well.
By the way,
although not all of them had learned that lesson yet.
By the way, in case any of you haven't tried it, you should try pressing the triangle button.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot you could play in first person.
I had pressed that earlier, I forgot what it did, and then just pressed it again when you said it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That's what that did.
It's Queasy Vision.
Yeah. It's wonderful. I don't know, I have an appreciation for racing games that have a first-person mode. Like, I enjoy it in Ridge Racer as well.
Mm-hmm. Vector Bronze awarded.
Same time,
Contender eliminated.
Well, I keep crashing into walls and I died.
I have also died once. I have not played this in a very long time.
I haven't played this ever, so I'm doing great.
I also
like a lot of time before I bring a game on, I'll give it a quick run through to see like, is this actually a game I want to play again? This one I was just like, oh no, we're just doing Wipeout.
Yeah.
I don't need to play this again right now. I know we want to Wipeout.
How many people do you think played this game and then bought a Red Bull afterwards?
More than probably I would imagine, but I sure didn't.
Yeah, but how many of them probably would have bought a Red Bull afterwards if they weren't playing this game?
No.
Like if they were playing a different game.
I will say that this game drastically increased my knowledge that Red Bull existed.
True. I guess it's fair for
Monster? Man.
But like, say I got the thing of I only drink water. I don't drink like soda or energy drinks or anything of the like. So Red Bull was not really going to appeal to me much on that basis alone.
I don't anymore. I now drink almost exclusively water. I'll have like something else once in a while, but at the time this came out, I would have been drinking nothing but soda, and yes, I would have been incredibly young, but we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah,
I was probably a big Mountain Dew drinker at the time.
Oh, I was a big one back in high school, and then I remember like, oh yeah, Mountain Dew just has nothing in it that gives you anything, really.
Yeah, a little bit of a fun fact about me from my younger years. Back when I was in high school, one of the projects I had to do for a video production class was to try to replicate a commercial, and my team decided to replicate. I want to say it was a Coca-Cola commercial, which involves shots of somebody drinking Coca-Cola, which I had to do. It didn't go great because I don't drink soda and I don't like soda.
Yeah, if you're not used to anything being carbonated and you drink a carbonated beverage for the first time, like, oh my god, it does not go over well.
Nah. It's the kind of thing where I just go, people drink this? Like, I'm sure if I drank it more, it would feel more normal, but I don't know if I would want it to feel normal, personally speaking.
It's not. It's not good. It's not good. As someone that, like, I literally grew up drinking nothing but soda, drank nothing but soda until, like, There were a couple on and off periods where I tried to quit before, but like about 2 years ago, I quit full on, and like I'll have like maybe one like a week at most. I try to do less than that even, but like it's not good for like when you get into that like habit of just drinking a lot, and like caffeine can be addictive. Like caffeine can be very habit forming.
Yeah,
And like
caffeine is something else I tried to get into, but I also bounced off of caffeine, and I think part of that is the ADHD brain, just because my understanding of it is it functions differently for you if you have ADHD compared to if you don't. So that might be part of why.
a lot of people with ADHD actually drink a lot of caffeine, basically self-medicate, because it is a stimulant, so it will, similarly to a lot of the medication, not as efficiently, but similarly to a lot of medications, it will actually help some people. Not everyone, but some people.
Yeah, just anytime I've had caffeine, I'm just like, this doesn't do anything for me. I had some back when I used to do like 24-hour streams every now and then, which don't do, by the way, unless you have like somebody to take over for you. But yeah, I did not like. I tried the caffeine. Like I could have some of it, but it just never really meshed with me.
Yeah, I'm a big coffee enjoyer, and I used to be big in soda. I try not to drink as much now. What I do like is sparkling tea brewed with hops.
Yeah, one of my friends
appealing.
One of my friends who's also a big water drinker is a big fan of sparkling water, so I'm curious how that would go over for me. But I guess that's something I can figure out sometime later. It's not like I'm in any sort of rush for that or anything like that.
Sparkling water just tastes like bitter water to me, and it just...
Yeah, like I don't like to drink straight sparkling water, but carbonated stuff in general can be nice. Like the sparkling tea, specifically with hops, which is from a company called Hoplark, that's real good. You do have to like bitter stuff, because it is, a lot of it, I mean, it's got hops in it, it's gonna be bitter.
Yeah.
But they've got a bunch of variety. On the downside, a little expensive.
Yeah, I think bitter tastes or something else I just kind of bounced off of. I'm alright with some sour stuff, but I think I deal with sour stuff a bit better than I do bitter stuff. Anyway, how's everyone doing in Wipeout? We just kind of zoned out talking about like drinks and the like.
Yeah,
I've been doing
I went to focus mode for a bit, and let me tell you,
I have not been able to get out of this first level unless there's a way to like select.
There's a level select.
Oh yeah, you just get to select level. You play one track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then you go back to the menu.
Is there a way? Oh, you can actually get up here. Okay, I did not notice you could get up here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but when I kept doing the same track again and again, I gave it a try. Yeah.
Is it class?
You also have class and track. You can also change vehicle. There's 4 vehicles.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess this is a game that you could play with 2 players. Seems like
and it's also it's got 2-player. I don't remember how that works. I think it's a split screen, as you might expect.
Probably split screen, but I also doubt this is like this feels like it's early enough that I wouldn't have multi-tap support for 4-player.
Oh, certainly not. I know it's only 2-player. I just couldn't remember if it was one of those games that let you hook 2 PlayStations together. I think that was a thing.
I don't remember it being a thing, but to be fair, if it were a thing, it would not be a function I'd really be using. I know that was a thing with the GameCube, though, because I've been to my fair share of conventions that just have a LAN Mario Kart Double Dash setup going.
Yeah, that thing is
Mag's
awesome.
always got one of those, and it's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good. They're definitely good to do. Having done those, I do wish you had a little bit more agency over what you want to do, because, like, as I recall, they just put you on a random track.
Yeah, it's random carts and tracks, which is a little bit annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I think that has its benefits, because that makes it more pick up and play, because it's the kind of function you wouldn't be using on the regular. Generally speaking, I feel like if you use it, it would be like in an environment like that where people could just walk up to it and play it. So it kind of makes sense from when you think about it like that. All right. Let's get that autopilot going. Definitely some interesting items.
Yeah, I remember really being impressed by the Quake item, and it's still pretty.
Yeah, I've
I don't
tried
think
it a
you've seen
couple
that one
times. It
yet.
is gnarly.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
the
my
way
God,
it just
stop body
brings up the
blocking me.
whole track is cool. I was like, that blew me away at the time.
Right.
Oh hey, I won a race.
Nice. I have not been as lucky.
I also remember liking that this doesn't have a blue shell equivalent.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
also fair.
Like that
It's
is
very nice, admittedly.
that has always been the thing I didn't like about Mario Kart, and it's the reason why the Sonic Kart games are better.
Have you
can
gotten
play
on the cross?
Ichiban in the Sonic Kart game. I think that's not really a fair comparison.
That on the one hand, that's fair. On the other, I also remember the position the Yakuza series is in nowadays, and become sad.
Yeah. me
Yeah,
too.
it's the real bummer about Stranger Than Heaven.
Not only
And
Stranger in
also
Heaven.
Dark Ties.
Yeah, Dark Ties also went through its own shit.
I was gonna say the
I
only.
know, like, the Yakuza 3 remake was like, oh, that's bad, but maybe they'll save it with Stranger Than Heaven, and then that
No.
last trailer came out, it's like, nah, that's a
Yeah.
bummer. And it's also a bummer because, like, gameplay-wise, it's apparently shaping up to be really solid, and I hate that, because there's no way I'm playing that game.
Yeah, at this point, most of my friends who are deep into the Yakuza whole have more or less cut ties with playing RPG games, myself included. Like, I'll still play them if I, like, already own them or something like that, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to get one, and if I do, I'm probably just gonna buy it used.
Yeah.
And then
like,
I'm
I think-
also bummed about they've definitely canceled Gang of Dragon.
Oh, they definitely did. But
Yeah.
That's definitely dead. That sucks.
that was.
Because that trailer looked so cool. I was so on board.
Yeah. I was very sad, especially when all this happened, because I was in the process of trying to play every single Yakuza game on stream. And I got very close to finishing all the ones that had been released up to this point. Like, I finished... All this shit started with, like, Dark Ties as I was going through, Like a Dragon Ishin, so, like, all I had left to do was Gaiden, Infinite Wealth, and, Pirate Yakuza. But I'm like, okay, this shit's going down, but I also hate leaving games unfinished for stream projects, so I'm gonna finish this and then move on to a different series. And then I did, and now I'm playing Ys games, and it's great.
That's
I was
good.
about to say
Easy's
that's
good.
why you switched, but yeah, also bit of an upgrade, my opinion.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Are you doing them in order? I forget.
I'm doing them in numerical order, not like chronological order.
Well, yeah, like you're playing the remakes rather when those are available. I imagine.
I'm playing the remake, so like I did Ys 1 and 2 on Steam. I did Oath and Felghana, or I guess rather the PS4, PS5 re-release of Oath and Felghana.
It's a really good re-release.
Earlier this week, I just finished Memories of Salsetta.
How did you feel about that ending?
The
Because it pisses
pacing,
me off.
the pacing for the ending for Salsetta was really weird. That's for
Especially
sure.
since Falcom, especially nowadays, really likes having like the big send-off where you say goodbye to everybody, and Ys 2 had that as well, so that's not a new thing.
Yeah, Salsetta, like I like Salsetta in general, but it was definitely very weird pacing for me. Redline, hello, welcome in, friends.
Hello, Raiders! Currently dealing with Wipeout.
Yeah, we got Wipeout XL. Let me get you your
Are you gonna play Origin soon?
So Origin, hang on. Let me do all my usual stuff for raids. We're in the third game right now for Retro Book Club, so we got 2 more games after this. But Origin was actually the first Ys game I played in stream, because back when I still more regularly got games from Limited Run Games when they weren't as shitty, Ys Origin was one of the ones I had gotten, and at the time, Ys was a series I had seen around before, but never actually played, so I ended up streaming Ys Origin and really enjoyed it. But that was a playthrough I did many, many years ago, so that's one that has technically already been done by me, so I'm probably not gonna, I'm probably not going to be redoing it. But unfortunately, because Falcom refuses to re-release Ys 5, Arc of Nephishtim is going to be up next for me.
Interesting.
I think that was actually my first Ys game.
Ys 5 or Nephishtim?
No, Arc.
Nephishtim. That was a lot of people's first. That was when they were revitalizing the series.
Yeah, that's when they did all the PS2 games, or PSP games, excuse me, which I think is kind of the best games in that series. The Switch games are good, but the PSP games were just on another level.
Yeah, the PSP is usually what I hear is like one of the better ways to experience these games. Like, so I had played Nephishtim before, but I played the PS2 version, which has some very silly cutscenes because of the weird Konami port for it. But it also means there's some content in that game that is locked to the PS2 version. What other games?
Didn't know that.
What other games have been brought on? So far tonight we had my own choice, which was Alien Hominid, and we had Notolecta's choice, which was the first Road Rash, and now we're on Wipeout XL.
These last 2 tracks are way harder.
Yeah, I am on the 4th track, I think, and it is.
You mark them as like intermediate and expert.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the Mario Kart Cups, I guess, but only with like 2 tracks.
I find,
yeah, they're not joking around.
Yeah, I find this is a game I'm kind of having a hard time with turns in, so that's not really helping it either.
Are you aware of the air brakes?
I'm aware of the shoulder buttons.
Yeah, L2, R2 for turning.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, yeah, that helps.
Yeah, because that's also a thing. I mean, I was aware of that because F-Zero does the same thing, so...
And I've been playing this like it's F-Zero and like easing up on the gas, and that is helping me turn, but...
Yeah, that would probably help a little bit for me as well.
Yeah, the main thing Wipeout gets compared to is F-Zero.
Like, I wonder how many people are like Mario Kart coded, because in something like Mario Kart, I'm thinking basically just like games where you're not intended to ever let go of the gas, basically, and that's kind of what the case is for Mario Kart, unless you're playing on like 200cc. Or at least that's what it feels like. But then you play some other racing games here and there, like F-Zero or Outrun, or something like that, and it's like, oh no, if you want to do well in these, you have to let go of the gas. Man, everybody's raiding tonight, because Jenny's raiding! Welcome in! Let me, get you your shout out as well.
This is a bad time to boost.
For people coming in from the raid, I'll give you the same spiel I gave literally like a minute ago. We're doing Retro Book Club, and everybody here has brought forth a game for us to play collectively for half an hour. So far tonight, we have had Alien Hominid, and we've had Road Rash. And we have had now Wipeout XL. Then we got 2 more games after this, so look forward. Yeah, I'm dying a lot more on this course now.
The only the main difficulty I'm having is seeing like missiles and other like items that hurt you incoming.
Yeah,
they're kind of hard to see.
There is an audio cue.
Yeah,
that is
there
maybe
is,
useful.
and I'm like,
not sure.
Why is he saying lion? And then I'm like, oh no, he's saying mine. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
I feel like by the time he says missile, the missile's about to hit you.
Oh, got the quake in. Come on, man. Get eliminated already. Ah, I hate that. Ah.
I love when the autopilot turns off right before a really sharp corner.
Right.
And you have nothing, no way to do anything but just run into the wall.
Me too, dude.
I think this is a game where I would benefit from having a mini-map just showing me the general layout of the course, or at least having a little bit more visibility for what's in front of me, considering one of the power-ups is you go very fast. So I've had multiple instances where I've used that, and I just end up eating shit crashing into a wall.
Yeah, got like the forest map is like where it's like, oh yeah, I actually have to brake.
Yeah.
And then this is not much better.
I turned on autopilot and it ran me directly into an entire line of mines.
Oh, good.
Love that.
I'm so
Love
happy
to
for
see that.
myself.
I love when power-ups are not power-ups.
Surprise!
Yes, the surprise fun. Yeah, I've been realizing one of the other reasons why this probably is a bit harder than the previous race for me. And maybe it's a bit shorter, but there's 4 laps for this one instead of 3. I'm realizing now.
I just noticed that now that you mentioned it. Oh god.
Although I feel like I remember the first one being only 2 laps, so I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering that one. We got about 6 minutes left of the game, by the way.
There? Oh no, it's the track that's going like or something.
Does anyone have a feel of the rubber banding in this?
No.
I didn't notice much, I'm gonna be honest, and that's just because I think there's 12 racers and you have to like overcome each of them or something.
Yeah, and I haven't had too much luck with trying to get into some of the higher placements.
Yeah, I placed on the first 4 tracks, but I don't think I'm gonna place on these last 2 at all.
Yeah, god damn it.
I've got gold on the first 4 and silver on number 5, and I'm currently struggling to do anything on the last one. Ooh, I got silver.
Hang on.
If I hadn't run into the wall, that would have been a gold. You might want to try the second car. It's got less shield, but it's got way better like thrust and performance, acceleration.
Okay, we'll try it like that. I gotta read out something real fast. Hold tight. Let's get ready to rumble with Raichu. All right. Is it the team where you can pick your vehicle?
Yeah, it's team.
Team, and it's the AG Systems, the one that's got the best acceleration.
I'll get that one.
And pretty good handling. You lose some shield though, so don't get hit.
I mean,
Make sure to pit.
That's usually good advice. Don't get hit.
And then of course you got car number 4, Direx, which has like turning ability.
No, Direx is
We don't
just
need that.
speed. You just go fast.
We don't need turning ability where we're going.
You know what? When you're right, you're right. Hang on.
Look, the one race I won because of Direx. It's just going fast.
Fair. It does go fast. But you do, like, absolutely need to brake for some of those corners when you're in that thing. Or at least let up on the gas.
I did not really... Honestly, I haven't really gotten the brake to work very well. I'm not... Like, I don't know if I just haven't figured out which button it is, or what.
I think it's square.
Oh, it even looks like a friggin' evil guy's F-Zero vehicle.
It sure does.
Oh, I see somebody's taking advantage of the new redemption that I instated as of yesterday.
Oh boy.
So
dear.
I don't have anything for you to say. So go wild. I know you probably meant just say whatever I want to, but it's funnier to just say what you wrote word for word. Look, I understand the assignment. 2.5
Taking
minutes
words
left,
literally.
so if you die, you're probably not finishing another race at this point, I would say.
That sounds like
any
a
way to
Especially
get
these,
health
like late
back?
races.
Yeah, there's a sometimes you get an energy power up, and there's also a pit right before the end of the lap that you can take.
Yeah,
okay.
very, very much F-Zero coded.
Yeah, it's very F-Zero.
Touch fluffy tail.
How about no?
Fair.
Oh, never mind.
At least hear something of your choice in the femme voice. Let me see what I can drudge up here.
Oh my god, I actually got first with this stupid car.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
didn't even know I was racing anybody.
Here, let's go ahead and try this one on for size.
here.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Retro Book Club, where we will be doing things in a slightly different voice for the next 2 seconds.
Oh, I just exploded on a wall.
Yeah,
Nice.
for context for the YouTube people later, I added in a Champ Point Redemption, which is femme voice, because I am out of practice for voice training stuff, and I was getting some stats about it, so I'm like, fuck it, let's just make it a Channel Point Redemption reward and see what people get me to say. It's kind of just the same deal as the power word.
Oh wait, square is discard power up. This game might not have a normal break button.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was wondering what square
Probably
was.
does.
Yeah, you said there was a break, and like I haven't found a break the entire time.
Well, there's air. Maybe
There's
if
a
you press
square
both
button?
air brakes, you would break. But I mean, why would you do that?
I think yes, you have found the brake button, because I'm holding down both of them and going 33 kilometers per hour.
Okay, yeah, that does work. Yeah.
And then I blew up. Alright, I'm gonna poke around the menus for like the 15 seconds I've got left.
Just looking at the demo mode. Well, I forgot. I didn't even do the DriveX in first person. Just really just...
I'll drive in first person for the last couple
I
seconds.
feel like we were saying something earlier about Road Rash potentially giving some people motion sickness.
Yeah, no, I could not play in first person for more than like 15
Yeah, this game ain't
seconds
great
after
about
you pointed it
either.
down.
Well, we've hit time, so you don't have to play the game anymore. Or do, I'm not your boss.
Yeah, these are the ones.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Alright.
I didn't realize the B button or whatever, the circle button actually
Circle
used your item until the last few minutes. So that improved the game for me.
Mine? No. Okay.
I am going to quickly between games refill my drink.
Go for it.
I also am gonna get a drink, but I gotta boot up the.
Yeah, as for the rest of us,
Go
we're gonna
back
go to
one
break. We're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we're gonna be playing Marcus's choice up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Woo.
We'll also be right there.
I see Arcade Link. I see one. So we've got interesting. The single player mode, or the 2-player modes rather, are a single race against a whole group of competitors, or you're the only 2 racers.
Yeah. But like these are on like consoles that like only really did 2 players for a while, to be fair.
Yeah, you can also tell this is up on the earlier end of PlayStation because there's a password system as well.
Right. Yeah, I remember that about Crash 1. It like came out when memory cards were like just a thing, so it has passwords and memory cards for as good as that will do you for saves in Crash 1.
Yeah. Yeah, because people are still adapting to, you need this additional peripheral with your console if you want to save your games. So it was definitely an era where people wanted to make sure if you didn't have one, you could still get proper enjoyment of the game.
Right. I feel like the weirdest console with that was the N64, because a select few games decided to make their save functionality on the controller packs, and those were a little. I wasn't around back then, but the amount of games that actually use controller pack saves and the controller packs available are a little few and far between for me. So it's kind of rough if you do end up playing like Castlevania 64 or something, because that's controller pack only. Once you have the Japanese version, which actually has a save functionality on the cart itself.
All right. Well, we are back for our 4th game for tonight. From Marcus O'High.
So, you thought Notolecta was gonna bring the MSX game.
Surprise!
It was me. With, okay, well, some context. I've been watching Juger play a lot of MSX games over on his stream, and I admittedly wanted to get in on the action. Because the MSX is a console that I literally know nothing about from the olden days of yore and whatnot. So
I mean, it's not something that was very popular over here.
Yeah, that honestly, that doesn't surprise me. But more to the point, when I was poking around through the system library, I found some interesting stuff, and one developer kept popping up over and over and over again.
Oh yeah, they're a big fan of the MSX.
That company is Konami. And this is, stop me if you've heard this one before. This is Vampire Killer?
Oh boy.
MSX.
Yep, Vampire Killer on the MSX.
It's equally distinct Castlevania to the point where they even copied the NES box art.
Yeah, they basically just inverted it.
It literally is just inverted, and it's... Oh, by the way, don't boot up the Jaguar by accident when you select your form. Please work? Okay, we're good.
There we go. Yeah, it's just me pop in RetroArch and load up the MSX core. Yeah, it's not very often we get MSX games for sure. And I played this one for a little bit, and it definitely sets itself apart compared to the NES Castlevania.
Yeah, you're gonna boot this up, think like, oh my god, like, Marcus, why didn't you just pick NES Castlevania? Like, bear with me. This game gets very weird very quickly. And very different from NES.
Some of our players might be seeing that in just the attract screen as well.
Honestly, yeah.
Where is the MSX core?
It should be blue MSX, so...
Blue MSX works. It booted up for me.
Yeah.
Blue
You can
MSX,
also just drag and drop it onto your RetroArch window.
I see. We need to go into RetroArch. I see this. Alright, RetroArch, here we are.
I like that this demo is literally just the same, like, 30 seconds or so on repeat.
Yeah.
It's the classic RetroArch UI.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Nice.
I mean, that's the way Terravan set it up, but it is changeable to some of the other RetroArch UI.
Oh, do we have to use RetroArch for this one?
You might have to, yeah.
Yes.
Unless it happens to work on BizHawk. Or if you've got your own setup that works, I don't care what you use. Just
fire up your MSX that I know you've got in your closet.
Don't call me out like this. I do have an MSX.
Oh, I was kidding, but okay.
It's purely for display purposes, just because I gotta get some cables for it. But I do have an MSX.
I was about to say, cable management for the MSX has got to be like a fucking nightmare these days.
I mean, have you seen my cable management?
I have, and I'm still wondering, you just have to have so many, like, magical Adeptus Mechanicus moments where you're not sure how everything works anymore, but... Yeah, unless I'm misremembering it, but...
Yeah, here, I can take a quick picture, because it's, like, right next to me. Or at least a part of it. When you get far enough down the rabbit hole of keeping consoles hooked up, just because of the sheer number of cables, sometimes the goal less becomes keeping the cables untied and more keeping them out of sight. Like, I've seen some solutions where somebody just puts like a black cloth behind everything and feeds cables through it, so cables are mostly out of sight. And would probably make this look a lot cleaner, but that's things to consider for some time later.
Yeah, oh my god, that is... And nothing's daisy-chained either, so...
Yeah. That's something I try to avoid as best as possible. I don't want to make it even more complicated.
Probably for the best as somebody who used to work for a power company. Like, that is literally, like, one thing we tell people is, like, do not, like, daisy-chain electronics. That is a terrible idea. That's how you get fires.
Yes, I'm doing my best for that, although it doesn't help that I have 2 surge protectors on either side of the TV here. Each one has 24 outlets, and most of them are being taken up. So you know that's a good sign.
Yeah, that is... that's yeah.
Anyway, I'm ready to go and everybody else is.
I'm ready to
Seems like
go.
we all
I'm
got it
not
ready.
sure what my buttons are, but I'll figure it out.
MSX, I think, is usually you have two buttons. I don't think there's usually a start and select button, but otherwise it's basically more or less an NES game in terms of buttons. All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vampire Killer.
Okay,
I'm not gonna get very
Axe's
far in this
space,
one.
It is still NES Castlevania at its core, so yeah, good luck.
The first interesting you're going to notice is the screen does not scroll.
Yeah, all the screens are static. Also, I think hearts work differently in this game, but I could be wrong about that.
Believable.
Or no, it's the equipped items work differently.
Yeah. I don't remember a whole lot of things about this. I remember it being different. I played it for like a few minutes when I was testing this to make sure it worked fine. But not enough to make like a reasonable amount of progress, I would say. But yeah, like, knowledge of, like, NES Castlevania will probably at least do you some good here in terms of, like, actually playing the game. As far as navigating the stages go, maybe not as much.
Yeah, good luck. It's gonna screw with your muscle memory if you play the NES version a lot, and I cannot climb stairs.
Because there's a mechanic of you have to get keys to open treasure chests, and I'm going to wager a guess based on the little bit I played of it. Because I didn't get through the door because the door that takes you to like the next section of the stage is locked. So I'm guessing you gotta find the thing that opens it in one of the chests.
Yeah, I believe you need the silver key in order to open it, but...
That would make sense. The section on my UI where the keys are definitely looks like there's space for another key.
The silver key is in a wall.
Oh, great.
Yeah, because there was the demo that actually was hinting at that.
I hope you were watching the demo.
Nope, I wasn't. Well,
Why do you
exploding
like
walls is not
Pro?
uncommon for Castlevania games, just it's usually not something that's mandatory in Castlevania games.
Yep.
It's if you want that healing meat, you gotta open the walls.
Yeah.
I have
Or
the delicious,
merchants?
delicious wall meat.
Well, you can find other pieces of equipment, like I've got a shield, and I also found boots which let you run faster.
Oh, that's what they do?
Yeah, they let you move a little bit faster. I found the silver key. I found the right wall to whip. Sally doesn't open up the other treasure chests, but that's fine.
I got the wings, but I don't know what they do.
Try double jumping. That's the immediate thing I would probably try if I got wings. Alright, let's get out of here and on to the next screen.
Oh, that's a loop. Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it looped. I was kind of confused by it, but
The levels do, in fact, loop, as it turns out.
there we go. Got the key, and I'm about to die, but still.
Like, there's definitely some stage design that is reminiscent still of classic NES-vania.
I was gonna make a joke about, wow, NES game to a Japanese home computer that can't do scrolling. I sure hope this doesn't happen to some other popular NES game
Yeah.
that someone might have to play.
Yeah,
How far is that
I think I
gonna
found a
set
shop where I can
back?
spend my hearts.
Yeah,
That's cool.
or you can engage in daylight robbery against the merchant, but you do you.
Oh, you. Interesting.
Yeah, because it would let me actually attack the shopkeeper, but I don't know. I just do funny things. Oh, you can also only carry one key at a time, so be aware of that.
That's good to know.
I got a hourglass. I don't know what
Boom
that.
fast now.
I don't know what that does for me.
There was an old man in the wall.
Yeah, you found the shopkeeper.
Yep.
Yeah,
that sure is the
similar-
shopkeeper.
I know the shopkeepers are in Castlevania 2 and like all the mansions, and they like sell you the important thing that you need to actually clear them.
I am curious if this is going to be a game that has unlimited continues or not, because the NES one does.
Yeah, it's probably one of the reasons I can actually, like, I'm planning to beat the NES one at some point, but I haven't yet.
Yeah, I grew up on NES Castlevania, so I definitely played my fair share of NESvania.
I did a deathless clear of it back in last October.
Impressive.
Pretty
Yeah,
fun to figure that out.
Yeah, I think I've gotten Deathless in that game as well before, or if I haven't, I've gotten pretty close to Deathless.
Okay, at least let me get to the boss before you horribly kill me.
No. I feel like I've looked at most of the walls at this point, so there's probably one somewhere that I missed. It does feel like you can take more hits in this version compared to the NES one as well.
Whoa, be careful when you get the screen nuke item, bit of flashing.
Yep.
I did check to make sure, and obviously Nikki would have called it out, but like, I think thankfully the flashing on this game is a little bit minimal, which is good because MSX games could get a little bit much.
Yeah, flashing is something that, like, the place where the game flashes, it's the same place it flashes in NESvania as well. Like, it's when you pick up the screen nuke. I'm trying to figure out what exactly triggers entering the shop. I haven't parsed that part out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it was
I'm still
hitting the
trying to figure that one out.
shopkeeper.
Not sure. I have a guess as to where... Well, I died. Has anybody else found the silver key in stage 2 yet? Because I haven't found it yet.
Oh, it's stage 2? No. I was gonna
I'm
say I found it
suspecting
stage
it's in the
1.
treasure chest. I have no idea how to get to it. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I have
Got the
another
second-
stupid guess in my head, but... I need to get there. I found it!
That was a stupid Castlevania knockback. Oh, right, no, I forgot it's in the moat on this stage.
Yep, it's
remember
down
that
in the
from the
water
long
section
play.
if you're looking for the silver key in stage 2.
Just dying horribly to zombies, don't mind me.
Now, the question is, do I need to find a silver key in stage 3? Because this is normally where the boss would be. Yeah.
How do you get down there, though? Like,
You have to do a jump from the right position, like...
Or you take damage and fall, like, all the way across the screen, apparently.
I guess that works as well, yeah.
As long as you don't need to be alive.
Yeah, you just gotta do a jump at the right spot, basically, and then you're good to go.
Let's see, do I lose everything when I die? I sure do.
yeah, you lose everything. It's just like the good old days.
Yeah, I took a spill earlier as well. And sure enough, in
Oh,
stage
I
3...
found an X. Oh, it's gone. It's one use. Oh,
Oh
never mind.
no! Sure enough, you do still need to find a silver key in stage 3, so have fun.
I guess whenever you need to get into a door, it's a new silver key hunt.
Yeah. Unlike in NES Castlevania, I will say though that the distinction for whippable walls is a lot better in MSX Castlevania, which I think is a good thing because you would need to because you actually need to whip the walls outright instead of just them being bonus goodies.
Right.
Yeah, that first key is really an indication that you have to do that, so...
Yeah. Alright, that's where the
Oh,
shopkeeper
no, I just wasn't
is.
standing in the right spot. Good to know.
And there's the silver key. Alright.
I get the boomerang axe.
Silver key isn't as annoying of a place in stage 3 compared to stage 2. So it should be easy enough to get out now. Question is... Yeah, because this is where the
cool, I
boss
forgot to
is.
jump.
Mike?
I just realized I've been on mute this entire time
Oh,
for
no.
this entire game.
Oh.
I've been talking
Oh.
about this game multiple times and like...
Oh no.
The mute button has struck another person.
How do I go downstairs? I really don't understand
Down.
what they want me to do.
You press down
Yeah,
on
I'm
them, but
pressing
you gotta be
down
the
and
right...
it's not doing anything.
Then you're in the wrong spot. Move over.
Yeah, it's one of those. So, important note as well, if you manage to get to the boss, if you die...
Oh, it's just in the right spot.
Yeah. If you die to the boss, you do have to do the stage 4, including the silver key hunt, so keep that in mind.
Yay.
Yeah, but fortunately,
boy,
once
oh
you know
boy.
where the silver key is, it's not that bad. On level 3, I did something annoying, which is I found the silver key not being able to get to it because I found it with the axe.
Oh, no. Well, at least you knew where it was at that point, unless
I knew
that
where
just...
it was at that point, but actually getting around to it took a little while because, like,
Oh, I guess...
I had to go back around and up the ladder stairs.
I was gonna say, unless the game did something stupid like, bug out so that way you couldn't pick up the, like the silver key despawned after you left the screen. That would also be incredibly stupid.
No, the wall comes back.
Okay, good. Dracula's repairmen are, in top form today, it seems.
Yeah, it sure seems that way.
Oh, it is not great trying to fight this bat when I don't have an axe.
Yeah.
Well, the axe doesn't work like the axe normally does.
I mean,
Keep that in mind.
also that reason.
Yeah, I feel like the axe would still be better than fighting it with the whip, but I did kill the bat.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get killed by it again. So I might be finding out what the penalty is for game over soon here. I'm gonna
And the
guess.
bat gives you a full heal, so once you kill it.
Yep, that's pretty normal for Castlevania.
What is
Yes,
the
but
button
that's-
for using items, or are they all passive?
Good question.
Like how jumping is just a suggestion.
Look, when it comes to weird clones of games, I never trust the normal, all of the normal rules are gonna apply.
Okay, so
Yeah.
no for Vampire Killer. Looks like you don't get continues.
No, you don't. Yeah. This is definitely one where, like, you know, back in the day, if you bought the strategy guide or whatever, you probably got pretty far in it.
Were there even like MSX strategy guides? I'm sure there had to have been.
I don't know. Were there many strategy guides for? Because MSX was a home computer, wasn't it? It was more of a
Yeah.
home computer than a console.
It was a home computer, yeah. I mean, I think there. To be fair, I think there were magazines for like Amiga back in the day as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Amiga was a big game
Yeah.
computer though.
Yeah, Amiga was weird in that it was kind of more of a console than a home computer, despite being a home computer. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, Amiga was very game
Centric.
not first, but
Game-centric,
centric. Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, well, on the
I know
plus-
there was like the Amiga 32 or whatever that was specifically supposed to be more like a console.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of had to, because I don't think Public Trust had eroded in games, or... Actually, wait, what year was this? I'm trying to, like, get my history straight
I mean, to
in
be
my head.
I mean, let's keep in mind as well, the whole public trust being eroded in games, that was more of a thing that was centralized to the US. Like, in other regions...
That's true, yeah.
In other regions, it was fine, and, like, the Amiga, for example, that's something I associate more with, like, UK territory, for example.
Also,
That's
that
true, yeah.
wasn't necessarily as the public trust being ruined for games was much less of a public thing and much more of an industry and like investor thing that a lot of corporations and businesses and especially stores did not want to take the risk of taking inventory of home game consoles because they were scared they wouldn't sell. That was the big thing.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of it was an oversaturated market.
Yeah, well, there was no quality control either and stuff like that. We've all seen the hit. We've all had our history lessons and paid attention.
Yeah. Let's try this again. There we go.
But no, I mean, it's a common trend of, like, a lot of, like, the narratives around, like, the history of gaming and, like, the attitudes towards it get very oversimplified. Like, I feel like the game crash narrative is, like, super oversimplified for what actually happened.
Yeah, one of the bigger oversimplifications I hear about it is being chalked up to specifically Pac-Man or E.T.
That I know is an oversimplification, but yeah, admittedly, like, my knowledge, especially from this era games, I just said at the top, like, the MSX is such a big blind spot for me, but...
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
I don't think I knew what the MSX was until, like, Cusa Grande and seeing some MSX games pop up there. Before that, I didn't know what the fuck an MSX was.
I only know of the MSX because of Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Same.
I actually,
Most people's experience with it.
Yeah, because as we established earlier, Konami was a pretty big supporter of the MSX. You could find a lot of Konami games on the MSX. So, like, some of their shmups were also on here, you know, like Gradius, Life Force. Those were on MSX.
Yeah, they had Space Mambo as well, which weirdly got turned into a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Is it the Big Viper Yu-Gi-Oh card?
It's the big fish in space. I'll find a picture of it later, but probably after my next game over.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you probably want... Jesus, everybody's rating tonight. Hi, Time Wanderer. I would give you your shout-out, but I can't easily pause in this game, so you're gonna have to hold tight for a bit. Oh, I can whip the shots. Oh, that changes everything. I didn't realize I could whip the bat's shots. But I think I'm learning that the hit detection on the whip is also, like, kinda janky. God damn it.
Yeah, it's a suggestion. I don't even know what any of these items do,
nowhere near enough health to beat it.
This looks familiar. It might look like another game.
Yeah, we had that.
Hey, bro, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change it around a bit so the teacher doesn't notice.
I like how we're saying that about a game that was also made by the same company who made the original game.
Yeah, which makes me wonder why it's not just Castlevania.
Well, it can't be. I alluded to it earlier, but there was like an attempt to port Super Mario Bros. To another home computer that didn't go very well because it couldn't do scrolling.
it was the Sharp computer, right, with like the Mario Brothers special.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't really stop Konami from just using their own IP's name that they already have. Like,
yeah.
Like,
Anyway,
it's their game. They didn't have to get permission to call it Castlevania.
anyway, for people coming in from the raid, we're doing Retro Book Club. Everybody's brought in a game for us to play. We're on our 4th game for tonight currently. So far today we've had Alien Hominid, we've had Road Rash 1, we've had Wipeout XL, and now we've got Vampire Killer for the MSX.
Definitely not Castlevania for the MSX.
Sharpx 68K, that's what I'm thinking. I don't remember what
No,
platform.
not that one. It was a different one.
It was a different
I think
one?
it was one of Hudson's. It was one of
Yeah.
Hudson's softs.
Yeah, like, I know the game you're thinking, I just don't remember the console offhand.
Where is this bloody Katie?
I think it's also important to mention, I think in an interview for, speaking of the Sharp 6800, the Castlevania game on that, there's an interview with the dev team. They said, I think they mentioned something like Konami just like let a bunch of their devs do whatever they want with Castlevania on different platforms. which is why you saw like CV1-ish games on a lot of platforms.
Yeah, that explains that. Honestly, that rationale kind of continues on to this day when you think about it, because of what the way Castlevania's handled. It's like, Dead sells devs, you guys can get one. M2, why don't you make another collection? You guys are doing good. Like, they basically just auction it out to whoever wants to make a game and can do a decent job of it.
Yeah,
which has been doing well for them for the most part.
Admittedly, yeah, it's kind of. I don't want to say it's brought them back, because I think people still kind of don't like Konami that much justifiably, but yeah, it's helped.
I
like the DS collection for Castlevania is probably the best way to play those games if you're going to play them normally.
Oh, absolutely.
I played them for the first time earlier this year. That's how I played all 3 of those games for the first time. Or I at least finished them for the first time.
Classic story for me. I was trying to get the Final Fantasy Tactics remake, but I went to my local game store and they ran out of copies. So I grabbed Dominus Collection instead, and I think I actually like that more.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because the original FFT is like one of my favorite games of all time, but the remake didn't really do it for me.
I'd like to acknowledge one of the other changes in this game that is probably not something you'd think about too much, but like, for me, it definitely does throw me off enough. You don't have, like, a segmented health bar like you do in NES Castlevania, where you see, like, exactly how much damage everything does, because you have, like, 16 flips or something on that health bar.
Yeah.
So it's a little harder to
also
measure what you can and can't get hit by.
You seem to functionally have much more hit. It's like
It seems
very
like that.
like things don't do that much damage, with some exceptions, but
Yeah, and I think that's there to offset the fact that you don't get any continues.
Because like even the boss, you can if you have like a good amount of health, you can damage rush it.
Yeah, in fact, I think that's probably the strat. I mean, I've only got 1 life left, and then I gotta redo everything, but...
Yeah, and it's unfortunate you can't seem to holy water your way through bosses, because I remember using that strategy for like a shit ton of bosses, playing Castlevania 1, where you just set down a holy water constantly and it stun locks the boss. I have not found a wall chicken
I know
either.
where the key is, I can just rush it.
Yeah, I haven't
I
really seen much in the way of heal. Like, I mean, there has been some, but
I haven't seen any healing items whatsoever.
And
I
really,
think
I
it
probably
drops
should have
from
gotten the live
enemies
upgrade. Oh, well.
sometimes. Hearts will sometimes drop, and although I don't know if those are heals or what the hearts do.
In Castlevania, the hearts are typically just like weapon ammo. In this game, they seem to just be currency for the shopkeepers.
Yeah, which is,
Pretty
that's what
much,
it does
yeah.
in Castlevania too.
Right.
So, up and attack is still a used sub-weapon, but it doesn't work very good.
No, I've noticed. I used the time freeze like 1 time, and it didn't... Which actually is pretty helpful against this boss, but...
I'm trying to figure out, does it still consume hearts?
I wasn't paying enough attention, couldn't tell you. And now I can't afford to buy the holy water again, because I lost all my hearts when I died. So I will never know.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem with this game. This game is probably gonna get grindy for hearts with the shopkeepers. Castlevania 2 was like that as well.
Oh, yeah, no.
Ah,
That's why you
fun.
can just daylight rob them, and I think you get like 10 hearts out of it. Like,
But then you can't buy from them.
yeah, then you can't buy from them, that's the problem, but...
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm very fond of stage 4's position for the key. You have to loop all the way around to the end of the level, and then drop down to get the key, and then go do the whole level again.
What the fuck?
Nice.
I was wondering if you could fall down or not, because in Ninja Gaiden, which is like very similar in how that flows to Castlevania, if you fall down somewhere, you will die. You have to take the actual like ladder down, basically, otherwise it's treated as a death. So I guess that's not the case in this game.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, I guess.
Yeah, I think other Castlevania games work like that as well, which is annoying, frankly.
Yeah, you could definitely fall. You can fall like as far as you want in this.
Okay. I'll probably get one more go at
That'll
stage
go back
4,
around.
and that will probably be it for me. Just because we're running low-ish on time. We still got 6 minutes.
Wait, have you gotten to stage 4? I didn't think you had beaten the boss yet.
I got to stage 4. I didn't last too long in it, but I did get to stage 4 at one
Okay.
point.
That bat can be mean though. That bat.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, the movement there is just not what it should be, like, at all.
the movement, sometimes the hit detection is meh. Although,
Yeah,
that
hitting
said,
it is-
I do have the
This
shield
might-
now, which might be helpful.
It was a little helpful. I didn't really notice it that much, admittedly.
I
This
did not
might be a
notice it
controversial
making much of a
opinion, but I think this might not be a very good video game.
Yeah.
It's an MSX game. It's MSX gaming at the end of the day.
It might be
And I know
cool if you
MSX gaming can
understand
be
what's worth going for and what you can just ignore, which we can't do right now.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, like, honestly, I've noticed on, like, the second or third go around, like, I know where stuff is and can actually, like, just beeline for it, but man.
So I skip a chest because I know it's got a shield in it, and I figure there's got to be something better than a shield. So I go to another chest that's got a shield in it.
That's really good.
You have a choice. Do you want a shield or a shield?
Yeah.
If I open the
It's very
third chest and it's also a shield, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna turn the game off.
Please, 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 at this point, that's the best we're
It
getting.
would be funny.
Klades is gonna play more Ribbit King instead again.
It's a screen clear on a screen that doesn't have any hard enemies on it. Awesome. It's not a shield. It's not a
At least
shield.
At least it's not a shield.
In the
At least
business,
it's
there's
not
a word for this.
shield.
There's a business for the, or a word for this in the business. I believe it is malicious compliance.
Exactly.
Otherwise
I do
known
that
as
every day.
jackassery.
I'm so mad that I almost beat the bat without using a single life in stage 1. That would have ruled. Oh well. But yeah, I'm fine. I found that the shield actually did help a fair bit against the bat because it blocks the projectiles.
Yeah, gonna grab it, and then I think you can even upgrade it a little bit, which is pretty handy.
What's the method of upgrade? Just get more shields?
You're just stacking shields on top of shields, exactly. It's like Halo.
Well, there's your reason to get more of those shields, Klades.
Wow. I'm so excited. Collect shield.
I also realized how the axe works. You're supposed to catch it, otherwise you lose it forever.
Yep.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
I
Yeah.
love video games.
I don't.
The holy water doesn't do that. You got all the holy water you want.
Which really makes the axe hard to use on the bat because you're having to jump up to throw it, and actually jumping up to catch it is not viable.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm through stage 3 again.
I hate these cats.
Yeah, I pretty much
Yeah.
have to take a death on stage 3 in order to have enough health for the boss.
What are you?
I was like a hit away from being the boss my last go around without using a life, but so I think if I did that again and played well enough and like actually took the time to get some of the treasures carefully, I might be okay because like being able to move faster would be nice, having the shield would be nice. Ah, Medusa heads. Why must you
Yep,
still
I forgot.
interfere?
Those things are on stage 4.
Yep.
I managed to get the Holy Cross, which seemed really good, and then I picked up the Chain Whip and it replaced it.
Ah.
Nope.
Boo. Well, the chain whip might be a little bit better, admittedly.
The chain whip is definitely probably better than the axe.
I really wish these Knights of Armor would be more consistent in which way they go.
They also are on like turbo speed. They do not move this fast in NES.
Yeah. I whipped a candle and the slime came out. It would also be nice if, my whip had a little more range than it did.
So one of the things I will say that is kind of forgiving about the bat is
Pixel.
if you can get it to a spot where you can hit it from the ground, if it will go to a spot like that for you,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can hit it
That shreds
as
it.
many
Okay,
times as you can hit it. Like,
Yeah.
I can't catch the red orb in midair. 4 out of 10 game. I'd definitely buy this if it came out on an actual like MSX.
enemies don't seem to have any iframes when you hit them, which
Yeah.
is good, because you have plenty. You get plenty of iframes.
Well, you get that classic Castlevania knockback as well, which
Yeah.
is just a grand old time.
Yeah, it's great.
It depends on what hits you.
I am hoping... Yeah, there's the silver key. Did you ever get into stage 5, Notolecta? Or did you end up getting...
No, I got the silver key, then died.
Okay.
And game over.
I might be able to get into stage 5 very briefly, because I have the silver key and I'm on my way to the door now in stage 4. But I'm not gonna have a lot of health
You got
for
the
stage
silver
5.
key. Did you get back? Did you get all the way back to the door already?
I'm back at the door, yeah. Now I am.
Oh, I got the slime.
Yeah, because you do
I
have to
can't
go
even
all the
kill
way-
this thing. This is okay. Fine, just put me down here.
Also, I can
Send
tell
me
you why
3
they didn't
screens
call this
away.
Castlevania. It's because it came out at about the same time, so they just gave it a different name over there.
Yeah, I mean, I think Vampire Killer is also just... it's Japanese
That's just
name.
that's just the European name. It's called Akumajo Dracula, both versions in Japan.
Yeah. Which I think
Like, it's on the title screen.
Which I think translates to Vampire Killer, but I don't remember offhand.
No,
Or something similar.
it would translate to something like Evil Castle Dracula.
Okay. Never mind then. Anyway,
Please
we've
just
hit...
send me 3 screens and kill me. Thank you.
Anyway, we've hit time. I got, like, 20 seconds or so in stage 5. Before I die.
Or rather, Demon Castle Dracula.
And then my playlist decided to pick some Castlevania music as well.
What a banger. What a banger.
Alright, we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we'll be playing our final game for tonight from Tommytamsworth. We'll see you in a bit.
I gotta bring more MSX. That was fun.
Yeah, that was
Not in a good way. Not in a good way, but it was fun.
Yeah,
It was a fun experience for sure.
I'll say I have at least a few MSX games in mind. It's just been not at the forefront of my list to give out. So maybe I should give some of those out a little bit more.
I was worried that this was gonna turn into like cryptic puzzles, and you're gonna have to do menuing with like some random items you find. This isn't that kind of game, so.
No, that's what King's Valley is. That's different.
It's probably honestly not particularly long though. Like I'm
Probably NES styled where there are only like 6 main levels.
my guess would be there's probably like
Yeah,
3 or 4
I'm looking at the
there's
long.
probably about 4 bosses, so it's probably about 12 levels.
The long play is stage 18, and if there are 3 per, then I think there's 6 stages.
That's what it's
Unless
like
the
in-
final boss is its own stage.
Like I say, that's NES-vania for you. It's a 6-stage game with each one divided into 3 quote-unquote stages.
Right.
Pretty much.
Alright, well What's up?
Nothing.
Okay. We are back for our final game for tonight. From Tommytamsworth.
Okay, this is a little funny. We've had some foreshadowing with the games tonight.
Yeah.
We had a racing game
Oh,
into
boy.
a racing game.
I'm afraid.
And when I saw the first game we got from Okami, that was Alien Hominid, I was like, wow, this game is very familiar to a very specific running gun. That series was Metal Slug. And you're not gonna guess this, but the game I decided to bring tonight is Metal Slug Advanced for the GBA.
Yep, Metal Slug Advance.
Yep.
Not planned at all. I'm just like, yeah, I'm in the mood for Alien Hominid. I kind of just disregard. I forget if I put my own pick in before or after you sent me Metal Slug, but it was at least before I rolled the game order, so I didn't realize at the time we were going to be opening and ending with a run and gun.
So run and gun, racer, vampire killer, and then Metal Slug Advanced.
Let me go and get the game changed here on the old Twitch side.
I haven't really played this one that much. I'm familiar with all the numbered entries. I'm not very familiar with this one, so that's why I brought it.
Yeah, I beat Metal Slug Advance. Ironically enough, it's like one of the only Metal Slugs I've beaten. So, one of the distinct differences I know Metal Slug Advance has compared to at least the other Metal Slugs I've played, there's a health bar in this one.
Yep.
Oh, that's on.
Yeah,
that's a bit of a.
That's an entirely different franchise, then.
Yeah, I thought about grabbing my cartridge for this.
Altogether.
I thought about grabbing my cartridge for this and just loading up my own file, but I was lazy.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you all right now. There's an option right on the start screen for auto fire. Feel free to turn that on if you want.
Yep.
I just might.
Alright, I think everybody's got the game up here, so let's go and flip over here.
This is one of those games that are on Arcade Pit. I never see it selected, or I never see it come up on the Game board.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why.
That admittedly makes me sad.
That's one of the reasons why I ended up picking up Metal Slug Advance when I saw it in the wild. It's like, oh, I recognize this game from Arcade Pit. I think that's the same trip where I picked up another Arcade Pit GBA classic, Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure. Anyway, I am ready to go when everybody else is.
Oh, yeah,
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't particularly care about the difficulty. I'm just gonna pick normal.
Yeah, I figure going normal is going to be the way to go if you want to just have fun with the game. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Metal Slug Advance. I saw that, Klades.
What? Jeez.
Do you want to go as Walter or as Tyra?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a little sad it's not the members of the Pedigree Squad, but hey. Right, yeah.
Alright, so I'm trying to remember, because I beat the game, but I didn't 100%. There's cards, which is like the major collectible, and you have prisoners, which is also like a major collectible. And I think stages also sometimes have branching paths, I want to say.
I got the heavy machine gun, we're cooking.
Yeah, it's a pretty good voice clip as well.
Yeah, the voice clips are really good for GBA, which is nice. Also, yeah, that grenade didn't kill me. That's...
Yeah.
You can make mistakes.
Rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Oh, you get the rocket launcher? I want that.
Yeah. The downside.
That was such a good clip.
Oh,
Audio
that's why there's a
rocket
launcher.
So the downside to the fact that you have a life bar is I don't believe you have extra lives in this one.
No, it literally game over me after one.
Yeah, I think you go back to the start of whatever screen you were on. So unlimited continues at least, but still, if you're not run and gun coded, you might have a little bit of trouble.
I'm not running gun coded, but I've ran through the first Metal Slug a couple times on a 1cc because that game is one of the more doable ones. But
You got a card, banana.
I don't know, compared to Alien Hominid, this game is treating me a lot nicer.
Yeah.
This game is about 1 billion times better.
Yeah.
It's a lot more stable.
No love for Alien Hominid. I mean, like, I think you're gonna survive longer without a game over in Alien Hominid, but this is just a better game.
Rocket launcher. Oh, it's
It's also just made by people who like made Metal Slug, so you know.
Yeah. Small point there. Alright, next screen. Here we go. I have obtained the Metal Slug.
I gotta go back for this hostage since
I have
we're all
obtained the banana again because I had a game over. You know what they say, a game over is really just an opportunity to get more bananas.
Do they say that? I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I'm
should.
sure that's a thing in Donkey Kong, but I could be wrong.
Donkey Kong was gonna be like the
Yeah.
immediate joke.
Wait,
Well, last I
this
checked
gun
it in-
shoots little cars, what the heck?
Yeah, Iron Wizard, which typically isn't a great weapon in this series, but
Well, yeah. But yeah, no, like, this is a game that I would I don't know if it would be my first choice when picking from a list of games in Arcade Pit, but I definitely have more confidence in Metal Slug Advance than your average person on Pit, just from having beaten it before.
That's completely fair.
Speaking of which, I think I'm at the boss of the
go.
first mission now.
See, I just, as a rule, expect not to succeed at challenges on the Pit because I'm not good at most games.
Yeah.
So I just take things that I think that I've never played before or that are weird
Yeah, I
that we
respect
don't
it.
see very often.
I mean,
That's entirely fair. I do that half the time anyway.
I'm at the point where it's not like I wouldn't say it's super frequent, but it's at least like not impossible for me to be like, oh yeah, I'd be comfortable with any of these 6 games, and it's just like fucked up shit like roller games.
Oh no, did they take out the ability to get out of your slug without blowing it up?
No, you can get out of the slug, I believe, or you mean like getting out of it when it's still in good condition?
Yeah, getting out of it without using
that
it as
I don't
a
know
kamikaze. That's a big part of the arcade Metal Slugs. It doesn't seem like that's in this game, which
Yeah.
makes using it a little different. Because you get a shit ton of iframes in most Metal Slugs for jumping out of the slug. You probably still get some here, but you can't get back into it, so
Yeah.
that's a one-time use.
One of the things I do remember about this game, if you do decide to go for beating it, I remember the final boss being a pain in the ass in this game. Alright, well, Mission 2 just starts with you getting into a Metal Slug. I found the button to get out of the Metal Slug while it's in good shape, but I couldn't get back into it. It's the L button, it looks like.
Ah, okay.
But, you get out of it, and then you launch the Metal Slug forward like it's a missile. Which I don't know.
Vehicular combat.
Yeah, I don't play enough Metal Slug to know if that's how it normally works or not, but...
Typically, there's like a button combo to launch it like a missile, which you don't want to do most of the time unless it's about to break.
Yeah. Oh, it's down an A to get out of the Metal Slug to do things and then get back in it later.
Ah, I see. That's good to know. Yeah, take advantage of that if you can, because that lets you dodge a lot of damage. I don't know if they changed it in this game.
Yeah.
Down an A. Ah, yeah, that's it. There we go.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's useful to have if you want to take your Metal Slug pretty far.
It's another set of hits, so you typically want it as long as you can.
Yeah. Alright, there we go. Let's make some more progress here. Ow. Hopefully I can at least find the,
Did anybody pick poor Walter?
No.
I did it first, and then it was like I wanted to turn the auto fire off because it was actually messing with me a little bit, and then I just swapped over to Tyra.
I feel like now I
Okay.
have a legal obligation to play the girl character. I feared that.
Why can't
Okay, the stage has decided to take me trying to bring the Metal Slug as far as possible out of the equation by making terrain that is unscalable by the Metal Slug.
Yeah. Yeah, I was not going to be bringing the Metal Slug far in Stage 2. Much as I might have wanted to. Let's just use some of those grenades. Or I guess rather Molotovs.
Oh, there's no secret passageway there. Okay, I was a little bit disappointed by that. Oh, I
Rocket
think you need the Metal Slug for that. Yeah.
Running low on health though. So I'm thinking I'm gonna just take an intentional death if I get to the next screen.
Well, okay, yep. So this is just the game you gotta learn
Rocket launcher.
how to progress through it or something.
Never mind, I got a turkey.
Oh, never mind. The boss's checkpoint.
Yeah, every screen you make it to is a checkpoint.
Yep. And
Did not know that.
There seems to be unlimited continues?
Yes, there's unlimited
Yes.
continues. So you don't have to worry about losing progress too much in this game, at least.
I don't wish I knew how to dodge this tread attack, but
I think I'm just gonna take the
Oh,
intentional death.
It's dumb. It's dumb. You're talking about the stage 1 boss, right?
Jump
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, you gotta jump on top of him. You can just bounce on him.
Yeah.
You can also just jump over it.
really,
You don't have to
I
bounce.
just
Oh,
moved,
really?
I just moved backwards and avoided it like
Yeah,
that.
that works until it gets to the edge of the screen, and then it just goes all the
Yeah.
way to the edge of the screen.
Yeah, I never had that happen, so lucky me, I guess.
It's very strange that you can bounce on top of him. It doesn't look like you're gonna be able to do that, but you can.
something tells me I'm only damaging him when he exposes his underside.
I mean, it shows like you're damaging it. Like, it shows damage.
Yeah, I think it's just a boss being a damage sponge a little bit. Like, bosses may not be as big of damage sponges in this game compared to Alien Hominid, but they can still be a little bit of a damage sponge. Oh, right, that's the gimmick of the second stage boss, right.
Is it zombies? Please tell me it's zombies.
Nah, it's not quite that. You don't usually get the stupid shit in Metal Slug until the last stage.
3 is a bit weird in that respect.
Yeah. I mean, 3 is the one that people seem to most know.
It's the one I know for sure, but
3's the most.
yeah, you
wild.
can totally
They
jump
kind of-
it.
They kind of threw everything at the wall with 3.
Yeah. It definitely makes it memorable.
Yep.
Yeah, let's try this again. Struggling
think
a
I'm
little bit
close
more
to
with the
the
second boss.
boss,
Oh, come on.
I actually managed to beat the boss.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna beat it. It might just take a little bit.
It is spongy. I mean, my biggest thing is like I am not a big fan of games where they don't give you like health bars for bosses.
It is annoying, I feel.
You want to see how much progress you're really making against the boss in any given run.
Yeah, I just like having a sense of how much longer it's going to be. I don't.
Alright,
Some
no.
Metal Slug bosses, or like a lot of them, usually have like visible damage, but not this one. It seems like.
No, the first boss definitely
It
has
does
some-
eventually, but it's not. Oh, the
It's-
boss.
Got it.
I see.
Nice.
There's a phase 2.
Yeah. You're in the same position I'm in, basically. And phase 2 has a few more tricks up its sleeve. Ah, fuck.
I lost the metal slug very
Oh
quickly there.
no! There we go. Fortunately, phase 2 is in fact the end of it, so if you get through that, you are golden.
Yeah.
Alright, mission 3.
They really didn't want you to miss the Metal Slug on 2, huh?
Yeah. Oh,
We
fuck.
lost it
Even that
very
was there.
early, which is making this
There's my Jeff Bridges
a lot
copy.
more difficult.
Why
Okay,
are the prisoners clean shaven?
the intro to stage 3 is kind of goofy. I guess they want me going down here. Nope! I've been bamboozled.
Well, at least I didn't get a checkpoint there, so I actually get to have the metal slug back and maybe not lose it as quickly this time.
Maybe not. If you're in stage 2, that stage is definitely designed around the idea of you are not keeping the Metal Slug for long.
Yeah,
I
some
lost it to
definitely
the
are like
first helicopter on
Yeah,
this
that-
stage.
That's, I think, how it went for me as well. Is
that.
it like
Yep,
the
I
uphill?
didn't. It didn't last very long for me either.
It's like the uphill section, right?
It's right also by the first, like, wall turret.
Yeah, that's tends to be where you lose the Metal Slug. I feel like unless you... Oh my god, another raid. Alright. Toon, welcome in, friend Wiglio.
Oops, all raids.
Toon and Jay, both. Well, I can't really do, a shout out to both of you, just courtesy of there being a cooldown. Hi friends, we're doing Retro Book Club. We're in our final game for the night. So far our set's been Alien Hominid, Road Rash, Wipeout XL, Vampire Killer for the MSX, and now we're in Metal Slug Advance. Alright, I don't remember where specifically I should be going in this screen. Because it seems like there's a few different ways I could progress through here.
Oh, do I go left or... I want to see what's on the other side of this, though.
Sounds like you had some good games this time, then? Yeah, I'd say generally speaking we had some good
okay,
stuff.
that's a bottomless pit. That was not clear.
We had some good games and Alien Hominid.
God, nobody likes Alien Hominid.
I think it was okay.
I mean, it's mostly just me,
good.
I think.
Yeah, nobody likes Alien Hominid. Alright, here we go. More progress. I mean, to be fair, I think Alien Hominid is going to look worse now that we have an actual Metal Slug game on.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah,
same
a
show.
good one, too.
Yeah.
Alien Hominid probably was still the worst game, but it was fine.
Yeah.
Man, you had more fun with Vampire Killer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
100%. 100%.
Vampire
Yeah,
I
Killer
think
is
Vampire
good.
Killer was fun.
I think it was a neat idea. Like, it's the kind of game where, like, if it was on the NES, I would hate it more. But for MSX, you know, no, I'll give it a pass. It's one of those kinds of games for me.
I like early home computer stuff. I mean, it's definitely different, and if you're used to more early like console stuff, it's a huge difference to like play. But like, it can like a lot of that stuff's also really good. I don't know.
How many of these guys are there? Holy moly!
There's so many guys. They're just sending dudes.
It's just dude heaven.
Send dudes. You mean
Is
send
it dude
nudes?
heaven or is it dude hell?
Oh my god,
Dude
no,
heaven
no,
or
go back to the
dude
other
hell?
Tyra.
Dude hell. Dude one. Let's dude. First thing
Decide
that popped
the
in
dude
my
I
head.
get what you have to do. That's kind
Why
of
is
weird.
there a submarine being held up by ropes with a guy shooting a rocket launcher out of it?
Ah, no, seems
Wouldn't
normal to
you do
me.
that? That sounds like a great hobby.
Ah.
Also, you can totally just
Oh,
murder
I lost the
with
tank.
cocktails.
This boss just got a lot worse.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, I've been underusing the bombs probably.
Yeah, I missed the tank the first time around, that's why. Like, this seems
That's a pit.
pretty silly for this, and then I
Oh, but
realized,
shot the
because I
respawn,
haven't
that's lame.
I was supposed to have the Metal Slug, duh. Yeah. Man, sometimes I do wish I could, just lock my gun in a specific direction. Would make some parts of it easier. Fine without it.
Forgive.
But man, I do love my, being able to, lock myself into place movement tech. Focus more on
Time
aiming.
to find out what happens when you restart that boss fight.
Probably not gonna start with the Metal Slug for starters.
Oh, this sucks.
Oh boy, have fun.
I know in some Metal Slugs, there's an option to like lock the angle for the Metal Slug cannon, but only for that. There's no way to lock yourself, which is a little strange.
Alright. I think I'm about to enter the boss fight myself now. Yeah. Now do I remember how... Oh, right. That's how this boss works. Oh boy.
Laser gun.
No, I don't want more drops.
You can see why I'm not enjoying myself right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hang on. Oh, no wonder they thought it was. I thought that boss was too easy.
Well, yeah. This is gonna be way worse now, I bet.
That was 2 goes. Oh, you got to one of those, huh?
Yeah, because this is I would argue this is the easiest boss so far when it comes to bringing the metal slug into it. But man, that
Yeah, I
giant
don't know
laser-
if the boss of stage 2 would really be helpful there.
Nah. But, I mean, I think I know
My
everything
God,
this
that
boss is
chunked off my
capable
health
of
there.
and how to properly avoid it. It just sucks. Oh. But the mines dropped in the boss arena do sometimes drop weapons, which is nice.
Yep. That carried me through the end.
Nice.
Rocket launcher.
Ah. I keep thinking I can jump over the laser, and that is a huge mistake.
I keep jumping onto this platform that I know the submarine is about to be lowered down on, and it just puts me in a bad spot every time.
Oh, I keep forgetting about the fire.
There's our rocket launcher. Ah, it didn't matter.
Shotgun.
I died. Well, I guess I'll start with the bombs. And if I remember that, I could,
I actually saved the bombs until one of the laser phases because you can crouch at max distance and just hit.
True. There we go. Maybe I'll have a bit of an easier time now that I remember how exactly the laser works and that I can't jump over it and that I should not try to do that. Something, don't try this at home, kids. Also, having an actual attempt under my belt, I bet I could keep the metal slug for a lot longer now that I know what the boss can do, but, you know, we don't get that luxury.
They don't give you that opportunity.
Nope. Rocket launcher.
Okay, I guess the strat for the second boss is literally like just to wait until you get the laser and then just go to town.
Pretty much.
Because this thing takes way
think
too
that-
long to kill otherwise.
I think that logic applies to at least a few bosses, you know, wait till you get a weapon that's not your default starting weapon, and then just go to town.
Also, a couple bosses in, I learned, yeah, you really do want to turn auto fire on.
Yeah, I'm still playing without auto fire.
My
There's a
thumb
few
said,
places-
no, stop.
There's a few places where I think auto fire actually hurts you, like especially with the weapons, because
God damn it.
you're gonna burn through the ammo on them.
Yeah. I'm getting too greedy with this fight.
Betrayal.
Also, if you didn't know, if you want to throw grenades while you're in the slug, if you crouch, you can throw your normal grenades.
Helpful. To some extent, I didn't do a good job of avoiding the laser that time.
Unfortunately, I feel like the grenades are not very useful on this,
Okay, well, something I'm figuring out about the laser, because I was trying to bait it earlier. The tank doesn't go all the way to the edge of the screen, so if you just get at the very edge, you can hang out there while it's blasting the lasers. I was just trying to kite around it before. That's probably,
And
an
you
easy
can
to-
sit there and throw grenades at it safely, too, and
Yeah.
they will hit if you're far enough.
Oh, yeah, sure enough. I felt like the tank was going to be too close for me to be able to do something like that. Guess not.
Just barely makes it.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
I don't think the laser ever fully goes to the edge of the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, this is... I don't know if the drop shot was necessarily what I had in mind for. Oh no, it bounces. Okay, I see.
Well, the one problem with the laser not going all the way to the edge
Oh,
of the
come
screen,
on, I can't go back
you
that
still
way.
have the other cans to contest with. So, I was trying to take advantage of that and I still got shot up by a cannon. So, you know, it went great.
Sounds like it.
There's a version of this boss in like Metal Slug 1 that's very similar, that you can hit the parts that aren't the laser. It seems like they took that out of this fight.
I mean, the parts that aren't a laser, some of them are what shoot out the mines, and the mines are what drop power-ups.
Right.
So, it kind of makes sense. Although, some of the mines are, getting thrown off screen, which is annoying. So if they have a power-up, I can't get to it.
Oh, hate to see that.
There we go. Rocket launcher. Also convenient, you can just crouch down with a rocket launcher on the edge of the screen and shoot out while it's shooting its laser. So, more convenient things about the boss that you can possibly take advantage of.
I got a fish.
Hell yeah, fish. We are big fans of fish around here.
Are we? I mean, I am. I just wish it wasn't as expensive as everything else on the menu.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my god, that's so dirty. That is such an SNK move.
Surprise.
You get knocked off like once, and then it just knocks you straight into the pit. It's like a Castlevania game.
All right, let's move
Speaking
on.
of,
Yeah, so I'm gonna guess this is the actual stage boss that Klades is on, so you might be able to get into the last stage. Which I think I remember seeing the last stage show up at least a few times on Arcade Pit. Or like some sort of...
Is it only
lore
5
maze.
stages?
Yeah.
I guess it's a GBA game.
It's a
Add some
GBA game and it's a
stuff,
Metal Slug game. Metal Slug games aren't usually that long, stage-wise.
Mission 4 complete.
Nice.
yeah, this. I don't know if stage 3's happening, Chief.
Yeah, if you... Did you get to the boss yet?
No, I think this is the screen right
Final
before
mission.
it.
Alright, are you getting the Metal Slug on that screen? Because that definitely simplified things for me. I missed the...
Dealing with these shield guys first. Might not get there in half an hour, we'll see.
Yeah, because I maybe there's a specific spawn condition for the Metal Slug, because you're definitely past the point where the Metal Slug should have shown up. I think it's in that big machine or something like that.
Well, we're exploring uncharted territory today.
Good luck.
I'll be happy if I can get past this mission 2 boss.
Yeah.
How many enemies are in this water? This is like a half of the army.
It's
It's
so
just diving
stupid.
dudes and diving.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a spot where getting out of the slug for the iframes would be very helpful.
I don't know. I found
That's not a normal water. That's a dude spawning pool.
Yeah, I don't know. The water was, or like the Metal Slug was pretty helpful for that section, just because I had a much easier time hitting all the dudes.
Oh my god, there's gold guys now? There's so many!
Yeah, I think that's like the enemy wave just before the boss, though, so you're like just about there if you can survive that. Again,
I
another
don't know,
part
there's
that the Metal
just so
Slug will
many
make easier.
grenades! No. Sweet lord, I made it to the checkpoint, thank you. Although now I have to do this without the tank.
Good luck. Shoot the mines
Yeah,
is
we'll
my
see.
advice if you're at the boss. Shoot the mines.
What mines?
They'll show up occasionally, but they are the thing in the stage that will drop power-ups when they do. They'll drop some rocket
hang on, I see 'em.
launchers.
I just gotta wait until the death laser goes through. Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
they don't always drop them, but they are what will drop them. It's usually like every 2 or 3 sets of mines. You get one.
Is it like, is there anything that tells you what? Because like, I know on the second boss, like, it's always the yellow enemy that drops the power up. Like, is there anything
I
like that with the
don't know if there's something like that for the mines.
Oh, this level hard.
Yeah, it's a final stage in Metal Slug, so
Yeah.
I don't know what you were expecting there.
Stage 4 is the final stage?
No.
No.
Klades is in stage 5.
Oh, stage 5, gotcha.
Don't get greedy!
Yeah, stage 5 is usually known for being a very difficult stage and or a very long stage.
Yeah. The 3
Yeah,
one is like 2 stages put into one.
Yeah, that was pretty
infamous for
infamous
that.
for its stage length, I feel. I don't think we're gonna survive much longer in here, but we'll give it a try anyway. Yeah, that's what I figured. Not that I'm gonna have enough time to take another go, because we got 30 seconds left, so we're gonna be done here pretty
and the rocket
shortly.
just showed up. Yeah, I think I'm good. That was a good attempt. Whew, my goodness. Couldn't turn around to hit that mine in time. And I was actually doing pretty well there, despite only having 1 hit point left.
Yeah.
But yeah, that stage with that part with just all the dudes, dude hell we'll call it, just like
Dude hell.
Dude hell.
that would have been a lot better if I had the metal slug. I don't know. I guess I just missed it.
Yeah, it might be some weird spawn condition for it. Yeah, Arcade Pit has fish hell, we have dude hell. Alright, well, let's have a look at what we played tonight. So, we started with Alien Hominid. I think this is like another week. I think last week had the same deal where the first game did a terrible job at setting the pace for the episode.
Did it? Because it kind of led to some really good book ending. Like,
Yeah, I mean, the book ending was great. The game itself, it seems like it left a lot to be desired for some people, ranging from it's fine to, oh, I don't like this.
yeah. It's
think-
Behemoth's first game, and you can tell.
Right. It just being a Flash game ported to stuff is just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because my main issue was the frame rate. It just kind of chugged sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was fine. I'm not a big run and gun fan, but you know, I played a lot of Flash games though back in the day, so like, there's a lot to it that's just very, very Flash game-esque because it is a Flash game, or was a Flash game first, so it was familiar enough to me, or like fine enough to me to be like enjoyable.
I didn't like it.
Really now. Never would have guessed.
yeah.
I don't really like run and gun that much, but then that one just had none of the things that are in the run and guns that I do kind of like. And then all the mini games are just awful.
Didn't even try the mini games.
Yeah.
I didn't get to try them either.
Yeah, I think the game is perfectly fine, but there's like a bunch of other running guns I would probably rather play.
I am curious about the remaster. I'll have to give that a look to see how that fares.
The graphics are much sharper, and I think the game is more fun in co-op, so from what little I've played of it, but yeah.
Alright, game number 2, Road Rash for Genesis.
Pretty good. Kind of farty.
A
You
little
get a
Yeah,
bunch
it's got that
of it's
farty
great.
Genesis sound.
I think my main issue with it, besides just like not much, you don't have much to do after you've done the main 5 races besides play them a little harder, if you get that option even, was I feel like there's not really a point to beat up the other racers besides it being a fun thing to do, because sometimes you'll just zip past them and it'll be like, oh, okay, that it was nice that they punched him, but I'm winning the race now.
It's mostly if they get stuck alongside you, and it happens a lot more at the later levels of it. And they'll get stuck. They'll like stick alongside you and start fighting you, so you have to fight them. Especially the cops. The cops will try to defeat you once you get into like level 2 and on.
I think my favorite thing is the collisions that can happen. Sometimes you can cause a collateral with the other racers.
Yeah, I did
really
notice
fun.
that. And sometimes you just go flying, like, that's kind of, I guess that's annoying because you just, like, automatically lose if your bike gets way too far away from you, but it is funny. Like,
It would be a funny split screen game, I feel.
oh, definitely, yeah.
I think it does some.
Probably, but like,
There was 2-player mode that was drop in, drop out, which was actually really cool, but obviously none of us got to try that.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, game number 3, Wipeout XL.
Still as good as I remember.
Definitely the biggest surprise for me, because I know almost nothing about Wipeout, but yeah, that was good.
Yeah, Wipeout was pretty fun. Again, whenever I hear the series come up, it's always compared directly to F-Zero. I don't really have enough F-Zero experience to draw too many comparisons, but it was fun. I only found out how to actually use items in like the last few seconds. I was hitting the like discard item button the whole time. So that's on me, but it was still pretty fun. Are there only like 6 courses in the game?
I'm not sure if there's any more to unlock. It's been a minute.
Not a lot, but the tracks I played were pretty good. I don't really get the point of the red path that like kills you. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be for.
The red path heals you.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the healing strip. It's like a healing strip, and I was gonna make the F-Zero comp, but I already know people's mileage can vary on that.
Yeah, it just might not
the
be something you
F-Zero
guys
one is
super
is
well can
green. It's to tell you this is
Or
good
rainbow,
for you.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing with the red strip is it looked like it was an electricity field, so I thought, oh, this is where I take damage, without really paying too close of attention.
Yeah. And then I noticed the AI intentionally driving on it, and I'm like, oh, hang on a minute.
I don't know, AI can be pretty stupid sometimes, to be fair.
And yeah, sometimes.
For me, it
Oh,
was
wait.
fine, but it's not really my style of like racing game. The like more F-Zero style of racing game, I'm not as big of a fan of it.
Yeah.
Although I can definitely see how it's good for what it like. It's a pretty decent one of them. Like,
Game number 4, Vampire Killer for the MSX.
Surprising, not entirely in a good way, but not entirely in a bad way either.
Yeah, it's definitely unique.
I thought it was a pretty solid early home computer like.
Yeah, when you take into
action
account what
game.
it came out on, it's pretty good.
Yeah, with that perspective, I think it's good. I kind of appreciate that they tried to make it like somewhat similar to what like the Egavanias, as people call them, ended up being.
Yeah.
But it ultimately ended up being like a maze where you find keys, which
Right.
let's be real, there were a lot of games like that back then. But this isn't a bad one by any means. Just a very it's an MSX game.
Yeah.
I will say though, like on the just finding keys part, like it did do a good job of like with the demo, just straight up tutorializing you on the fact that hey, you find keys in walls. There's breakable walls. They have keys in them.
Yeah, I think the I think I would prefer if the game had continues. And I think that would just be a simple quality
that's
of
probably
life.
the biggest.
Yeah, no, that
problem.
would have been a lot better.
That-
If it had the continue system that the NES game has, I think all of us would have gotten a lot farther.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know how many of us got into stage 4 at least. I know Notolecta did. I did. I don't know if anyone else.
I never beat that bat.
I got past the bat once
Okay.
towards the end.
Yeah, because following Nesvania, using a continue would put you at the start of the stage after the boss. So stage 1,
Right.
stage 4, stage 7, so on and so forth.
That would still be preferable.
Yeah.
That would be
starting
something.
all the way at the back.
Continues and also a checkpoint at the boss, having to do that whole stage with the key hunt again, a little annoying.
A little annoying, but also
is
that's
that, yeah.
a,
Sorry, go ahead.
a little annoying, but also that's pretty in line with Nesvania. If you die to the boss, you start at the beginning of that room basically, and you have to work your way back up to the boss. It's just felt a lot more here because you have to do that key hunt as well.
Fortunately, on stage 3 though, you could just go left from where you started and get right to the key, go back 2 screens, and go down. So it wasn't that far once you knew where the key was, fortunately.
I was about to say, once you know where the key is, I felt like the game gets a lot less annoying because it's like, it literally is just memory at the end of it.
Right.
Which a lot of early games were.
Yeah.
This is an instruction manual game for sure, because I still don't know what a lot of the item pickups do. Like, I figured some of them out. Like,
Yeah,
there's like temporary buffs with the ring. The ring gives you like a temporary attack boost, it seems like. It doesn't really seem like you could take advantage of that in a lot of the early screens, but it's neat that it's there.
Yeah, y'all were talking like throwing axes and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I want to do that.
And then you got the axe and it wasn't very good.
I didn't even get it.
The axe was
I think I
at the
just go on with your thought. No, Alexa.
So the axe was at the opposite end of the moat from the key. At least that's the one I kept finding. There's a block that on the start of the moat. There's a breakable wall that has the axe in it. I think all the axes were behind breakable walls that I found. The 2 I found.
Yeah, I only used the whip the whole way through while we were playing that. Alright, and lastly, Metal Slug Advance.
I'm still trying to beat the last boss.
Yeah. How's the last boss treating you?
It's hard.
Yeah. Surprise.
Again, run and guns aren't really my thing, but I think it was definitely like Metal Slug is definitely one of the good one of the staple run and guns, right? And it does it well, and even being on the GBA, they still did it well, and their infinite continues.
Yeah,
really makes it so much playable. So playable.
I think this is one of the Go on.
I was gonna say, I think this is actually my favorite Metal Slug that I've played.
Yeah, I think this is one of the more approachable Metal Slugs, and one of the easier ones, but that's factoring in if you're not credit feeding for a bunch of the arcade ones. And if you're credit feeding, then yeah, just go for one of the arcade ones and you'll just get to the end eventually with enough persistence. But if you're not credit feeding and trying to beat the game in a certain number of credits or something like that, I think you're gonna just generally have an easier time with Metal Slug Advance from that perspective.
I mean, the game having a health bar is a huge boon, especially if it's if you want an entry point, this is probably a really good one for the series. Just by that alone.
Was this the first Metal Slug to be on not Neo Geo hardware?
If you count the Neo Geo Pockets as non-Neo Geo hardware, probably. Actually, no. They ported Metal Slug 1 and some other Metal Slugs to some other consoles. PlayStation had a couple Metal Slug ports.
Oh, right.
That definitely came out before this.
I think that was
those
more
are very good, mind you.
Yeah, I think that's more the PS2 era. But yeah, around the same time frame.
Yeah. Also, just really, like I said, I can't play as my guy Marco, but that's my only gripe with it, honestly. Metal Slug is one of those franchises where if I see that logo, it's oh, I'm gonna have a good time. My thumb might hurt afterwards, but I'm gonna have a good time.
It's also, especially, it's nice to see, especially in a game from this era, from the early 2000s, the accessibility of the auto fire option.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's not you can just hold the button down and go for it, but it's a good feature that I wish other games had, especially 3 or X or the other like really, really popular ones.
It makes the starting pistol feel really good. It makes it feel like the heavy machine gun at times.
Yeah. Alright, and lastly, game of the week for everyone. We'll start with Klades.
I would say Wipeout, but I don't like to say my own games, so it's gonna be Metal Slug.
Alright, Marcus?
Honestly, I think I'm also gonna say Metal Slug. Like, Road Rash was a game I've also wanted to play for a while, but Metal Slug Advance was probably my radar for longer. Wipeout was a nice surprise, though, I have to admit, so yeah, that's my game of the week.
Right, Notolecta?
I think I'm gonna go with Vampire Killer. It's either Road Rash or Vampire Killer. I think I'm gonna give it to Vampire Killer because it was just something I wasn't expecting, and I don't know, I had a good time with it.
Alright, I'm gonna follow the general consensus and say Metal Slug Advanced, but I am gonna give an honorable mention to Vampire Killer. I think Vampire Killer does something neat and is just, in some ways, a little too ahead of its time with what it was trying to do.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's fair.
And lastly, Tommy.
I think my favorite game here that I played that wasn't mine was definitely Wipeout. I think Vampire Killer was neat. I'm glad I actually got to play that for a little bit. I'm glad I finally did. I think Metal Slug, I don't want to say my own game, but Metal Slug is definitely feels like the most fun on here, but I'm not picking my own game, so I'm going to say Wipeout.
Sure. And you can usually pick your own game, that's fine. Usually what I do, if I'm like, oh, I enjoyed my game the best, is I'll usually just give an honorable mention alongside it. That's usually my personal rule of thumb, but it differs from person to person. Anyway, that is a wrap for this week. So, what do people have going on that they want to promote? We'll start with Klades.
Nothing. I got knocked out of Mystery Tournament today.
Hey, you too.
Yeah.
Hey, NT Knockout buddies. Marcus.
I've also got nothing going on at the moment. I've chilled for the game that I worked on a little bit for long enough, so I'll just skip that part. I am hoping to kind of start streaming again soon, but no promises. I'm kind of dealing with like some burnout stuff at work, so I'd like to kind of take care of that first.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Notolecta?
As always, I just kind of participate in other people's stuff, so Crucio Grande, occasionally Speed Bump. I haven't been on Speed Bump in a while. I should be on Speed Bump soon. Maybe Sundays, depending on how things are going that day. Yep.
Tommy.
Alright, so Nightbot already has it, but I usually plug my friend Chris. His Twitch is Tuesday Night Mystery. He runs a mystery game tournament for Fightcade every other Tuesday, so in like 2 weeks from now, he'll be doing another one. They're pretty fun. If you ever wanted to check out random stuff on Fightcade, he basically runs a whole bracket for random stuff on Fightcade. New game every round. I enjoy it a lot. I usually try to sign up if I can. And that's about it, I think.
Alright. And as for me, tomorrow we will be back to doing the BizHawk Shuffler in the afternoon, where people can add games if they donate. We're very close to the end of a few games, so we'll see if we can get any clears under our belt then. Sunday, we're going to be watching some more Game Center CX in the Discord as usual, and I'll be partaking in whatever speed bump race Auth or Smite trick me into playing. We had last week we had a hack of Zelda 2 that instead made it Mario Brothers 1 Mario, like platformer and all. It was very silly.
Have you seen the final boss of that hack?
I have not. I only played like up to the second one, but that was something I was curious about due to like what the final boss is normally.
They have a unique final boss. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Tuesday we're gonna be starting Ease the Ark of Nephistum. That's gonna be more of a replay for me because I've played Ark of Nephistum before, but it'll be a good replay since I'll be playing something that's not the PS2 version.
Yeah, that one's gonna be nice because they actually give you a warp in the PSP version.
Oh my-
You don't have to walk
Oh, that's
everywhere.
a saving grace.
Yeah, I expect that's getting the Steam version as well, which is what I'm going to be playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will briefly say there is a Steam sale next week for those curious about the Ys games, and they all go on sale for, like, a lot, especially Ys 6 and 7.
Yeah, that's probably how I'm going to grab Ys 7, because I still need a way to play that when I get to Ys 7, so I'll probably just grab it on sale on Steam and do that. Moving right along, though, Wednesday we should be finishing up with Breath of Fire. Thursday, we're going to go back to 3D Dot Game Heroes. I'm going to start my hard difficulty playthrough of that to do all the 100% cleanup for getting the Platinum Trophy in that. And next Friday, we'll be back for more Retro Book Club and more questionable games. Let's go find someone to raid who is live and doing things. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and this time around, we'll go ahead and send you all over to Aelita, who is playing Pokopia. So go enjoy some Pokemoning. I haven't played Pokopia, so I don't know what happens in the game, except for like vague things I hear here and there. And we will see you back here next week for more Retro Book Club. Good night, everyone.
See you.